right, here we go. 5, 4, 2. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the WCWTF podcast. Thank you for joining us here. It is June 13th, 1999. We're coming to you live through the power of the Ascension's time vortex from the Baltimore Arena, Baltimore, Maryland, for the Great American Bash, our second to last Great American Bash, 1999, and our season finale of the WCWTF podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Another Effie.
Next episode, we go to the Effies. That's right. Now, Greg, how do you feel about returning home? You're a Baltimore native.
Yeah.
You were born and raised in Baltimore, right? Or at least spent a couple years in Baltimore, or at least, you know. Anyway, tell us about Baltimore. Educate us.
Baltimore's kind of a boring city. It's got like a real apartheid thing going on.
You'll definitely have to explain.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately. So like, all the white people live near the water, and then all the black people surround them. And it makes Baltimore like a very peculiar city. And it's like they kind of in this episode they kind of have like a you know, rap is crap thing, you know,
right.
like the rap music is the good guys in this, but that's really not your Baltimore crowd. Baltimore's like Boston light is the best way to put it. So like if your like gimmick isn't going to play to a Boston crowd, it's probably not going to play to a Baltimore crowd either.
We have a lot to touch on that one later.
Yeah. The Wire paints it as like a particularly like, I don't know what the right word I want to put it is. Baltimore's not nearly as African American centralized as like the Wire would portray it as.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of white people.
That's good. All right.
I was asking for like food recommendations, but that was fine. I mean,
their crab is good.
Okay. You can go to an O's game for apparently like a nickel.
$5 on Wednesdays. Yeah, there's a bar called McGurk's, and it's the best bar I've ever been to. So,
really?
Yeah. It really is the best bar of all time.
I hear McGurk and I think of home movies.
Yeah, me too.
It's based on that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
dudes everywhere.
I'm your host, the man of 1,004 names, Tyrell Justice. You can find me on Twitter at 1,004 names. And if you want to find any of our WCWTF podcast stuff, WCWTF podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and ittieswithmics.com.
Hey, and this is Megastar Mark. You can follow me at Megastar Mark. And, you know, what I always say at the beginning and at the end of every show, follow us at the WCWTF Twitter account, at WCWTF podcast. Let me get it right this time. Really good stuff, really funny stuff.
It's down there in the bottom right. That's all the information you need to find us. I am Killer Greg. You can find me at Killer Greg 17 as it appears above us. If you're watching the video, I know audio people, you're getting the much more refined podcast. So you're lucky in that way. You can't see our beautiful faces, but you're getting like an hour of bullshit cut out.
Yeah. So if you're looking to get your WCW reviews in a nice little package, nice little wrap with a bow and everything like that, Ty does a great job.
Nice 2.5 hour package instead of the 4 hour package you get here.
If you just want this bulbous, flowing out like package that's leaking, that's this. That's the
bulbous
video. Yeah, leaking package.
Leaking package.
Ooh. I like it.
You're speaking my language, Mark.
Don't I always?
One day, archaeologists are going to find this podcast
and
be like, people back then were very strange.
Right.
They were very penis obsessed. And they'd be right, but not about the right way of which we were penis obsessed.
I would hope that they're alien archaeologists. Like, humanity's just been wiped out, you know, for God knows what calamity has happened. And we're the only footage that aliens have to go on for, like, a long time. For some reason, it just exists out there. So the entire Earth culture is based on, like, this entire podcast.
Humans could only speak through a device.
Right.
And while sitting on the speaking thrones of living rooms.
Holding the robot phalluses to their lips.
They also discuss a god who got winded a lot and ate bologna. It was weird. Very strange god.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of... No, we're not speaking of... I thought Lex Luger's on that shirt. He's not.
No. But we can talk about that shirt.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about the shirt.
Yeah.
Which Ty is wearing today.
Yeah. That perfect shirt.
That perfect shirt.
Greg had it on earlier.
I know. I'm still wearing it.
Oh, you're still wearing it? Okay,
it's just underneath here. Coincidence. Yeah, that's what people come for. Talk about bulging. I'm also wearing it. if you too want to wear it and be like us, be cool dudes like Ty and myself and not Mark. Mark, why don't you show what shirt you're wearing?
I just want to point out I have my hairy chest. No, it's a WCW Saturday Night shirt.
Yes, the very famous Lightning.
The Lightning
Saturday
shirt.
Night
This is
Lightning.
not for sale.
WCW Lightning.
Unless you want it to. You can throw some money, throw me a deal, throw me an offer. We'll see what happens.
But if you want to be like Ty and I, and you want to wear that Jack Swagger shirt, get out of here, Jack Swagger. $25, $25 plus shipping.
Mm-hmm.
We will get that to you. It is an extra large. It's the only one we have, so you can be an exclusive member. 10 years from now, when we're the Brad Pitt of WCW and TNA podcasting, you want to be that guy. That's like having a Kiss demo, like a demo of the band Kiss from 1970, whatever.
It was 93. Pretty sure 93.
1993.
Yeah. Right.
If you
when
want,
Kiss was around.
Before Kiss was ever popular, 1993. That will be you. You'll be like that Kiss demo guy.
Little known fact: Kiss opened for MC Hammer.
Wow.
Yep. That's not true.
Please buy our shirts.
But you know what is true? The deal of that shirt right there.
What a deal.
That is a great deal.
I'm not going to lie. All right, so I'm pimping myself here. I'm pimping us here. That shirt's super comfortable. Ty, how comfortable are you right now?
Actually, I'm super digging this shirt.
That's great.
He's 11 out of 10 right now in
This
maximum
shirt
comfort.
that I'm wearing is itchy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as comfortable as that shirt right there. In fact, maybe I'll buy that shirt.
You can have it.
I have one.
I'm really bad salesman. Shirt's out of stock.
Shirt's back in stock.
No, it sounds like you're a great salesman at that point.
Now when I give away the products.
Had one giveaway.
Welcome to Best Buy. Take whatever you want.
Isn't that what you did?
No.
I wasn't watching you all the time.
That's not. No.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick that theme music.
This is where we go. For the video crew, this is where we put in the theme music.
It's Jeff Jarrett's song, which I'm in love with.
Spend my night day working hard on the go, but the hands on the clock keep spinning too.
Yo.
What's up, Scott Hall?
A nice running theme we have now is Mark giving us a new theme every podcast.
Right, enjoy.
What was last week's?
Wasn't the American Tale? Didn't I sing that at one point?
I sang that as Dean Malenko.
That's right.
It was one headlight.
Yes, you're right.
Great rendition.
That's right. Of one headlight.
What's that?
It's Wallflowers.
Oh.
Jacob Dylan.
I don't remember any of this.
Son of
Where was I?
You were here.
Yeah.
You were too busy thinking about American Tale.
I'm still thinking of American Tale. What a great movie.
Was there any other songs in that other than that famous one?
Yeah. There was one about coming to America.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are no cats in America.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. God, what a good song.
That is a good song.
Oh, my God.
Let's have that as our theme music.
Yes.
Out of nowhere.
Put that in right now, Ty.
This isn't going in the audio stuff.
Oh, it is now.
Yeah.
I'm going to record it without you knowing.
This is our stinger at the end. The people come to this podcast to hear about old WCW pay-per-views and Steven Spielberg animated classics that had Russian rats. Was that what that was about?
Yes, they were Russian.
Okay, Russian mice.
My mom used to show that in history class because it was like sort of accurate. It was
counts.
accurate enough that my mom didn't have to teach for a day.
Those are the best days ever.
She's like, this gets it mostly right. Yeah. So you do that. I'm going to go over here and take a nap. I'm just kidding. My mom never napped while teaching. Probably. I did.
Yeah.
So tonight we've got a brand new sponsor. Super hype about it.
Great.
It is overpriced wrestling DVDs you can find at FYE and Best Buy.
Take whatever you want.
You ever just want to spend $40 on a wrestling DVD?
I know I have, especially the Ultimate Warrior one. I know I have.
Oh,
You can.
Yeah.
So do that instead of spending any sort of reasonable amount of money. Why are they so expensive? I don't get that.
Because no one is buying them. Like,
Well,
the
hold
rube
up.
that you're going to get to buy it, you have to milk all the money from them.
Are there still pay-per-views that the WWE does?
Yes, they still put them out.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's the clientele they're aiming for then? It's
People
gotta
without the internet. Yeah.
Right.
And because they have to sell 3 for every one that they used to,
Right.
they're $40.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was like the WWE has a lot of that on the network now, right? Like
All
a lot
of
of the old DVDs, right? Because I remember the ones I used to love were like the history of the promotions, like the history of WCCW or the history of the AWA or the rise and fall of WCW. But I'm pretty sure I can get those on the network. So
they have so much. Not like we're getting paid by the network or anything, but they do have like just a fuck ton of content on there.
It's almost too much. It's hard to find sometimes.
It is.
No one even watches.
It's hard for me to find Nitro episodes. It's all like buried under the vault section, you know?
Yep.
So, we wish the WWE would pay us. I mean, that'd be great if you're listening, Vince.
Or, TNA.
I don't know.
I'll take any money.
They've been hiring some real fucking weirdos. Like, we can be just as weird as those schmucks.
Oh, on the network?
Yeah, who's that one curly-haired fuck?
Jim Ross, man. Jesus Christ. He's been through enough, Greg.
They still bring King back for some reason.
They do. King's getting sad. I mean, King's been sad for a while, but like, sad. Yeah, it's more so now.
Yeah, we get it. You don't care.
Actually, it was kind of sad. I was really during the Raw. We talked about it in the last episode, the Raw 25th anniversary. But like when King and JR were out there, it was not good. Like they themselves weren't great. They didn't have a lot to work with, but
the two matches they had to call.
Yeah, they didn't have a lot, but my God, like, it was kind of sad. I don't want to see that.
No. So, yeah, just buy some wrestling DVDs, or if you like what we do here, hit us up on our Patreon, patreon.com/WCWTF podcast.
Yep.
We got some great stuff up there.
That's right.
We will, for a certain tier, we will review anything you want us to.
Anything you want.
Literally anything.
Sunny Side Up, we'll review that.
Nah, this already got taken by OSW this week.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
We'll still do it, but like...
What other porn? What about Missy Hyatt porn? She's got to be doing porn.
We'll do Missy Hyatt porn.
Missy Hyatt porn is WCW?
Let's not just zero in on the porn aspect.
Okay.
Look, it could be anything.
Oh, Paul Heyman porn.
For a different tier, Greg will sing an entire album as Dean Malenko.
Yes. That I can't believe nobody's taken us up on that one yet. Here, we just talked about American Tail last time. That's just one suggestion.
Yeah,
are there any other albums you'd if somebody bought that, what album would you prefer if you got to choose?
Oh wait,
you get to choose.
It was I imagined it as like 15 songs, different songs.
Oh, so they can pick whatever song. Okay.
It could be Natalie Imbruglia.
Ooh.
Natalie Cole.
I might have money for that.
Yeah.
Are there any more Natalies? Two songs.
I want to see you do Fiona Apple's greatest hits. But I want you to do like the videos with them, like writhe on the couch, you know?
I'm all about that life. Oh, my console will shut down soon. There's a great we should probably start this. There's a great Fiona Apple song that no one listens to.
What is it?
I don't know, something about love.
Wow, really narrowing down the playing field there.
Actually, you know what? She's got Pure. You ever heard her cover of Pure Imagination?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty good.
One more time.
Resume.
But we really do have a great exclusive Patreon-only podcast on there, which it's definitely worth a couple bucks.
I was just thinking about that Cactus Jack versus Vader match that we covered on that one. That was
good.
So good.
You could join the potential millions of Patreon subscribers to us. Be one of the Legion.
Mm-hmm.
Potential Legion.
The WCWTF Army.
Yep.
Yes. That's right. All right, let's talk about some wrestling.
Let's get our bash on, guys.
So we are live at the Baltimore Arena, Greg's old stomping ground, as we mentioned. Great American Bash. Tonight's tagline: "The real fireworks start June 13th."
Too specific for me, but I like if you just said it. The real fireworks start tonight.
Where the real fireworks are.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I'm cool with
there
that.
we go.
That's not nearly as bad as what it has been. So
because the Star Spangled Banner was written in Baltimore, that's why it's. And you watch on 4th of July and all that shit. Fireworks.
I thought it was about Cal Ripken.
What?
I thought it was about Cal Ripken.
Yeah, I mean the Star Spangled Banner is about Cal Ripken, not the super racist third verse that no one seems to remember, but all the other verses.
All about Cal Ripken.
All about Cal Ripken.
So tonight, before we jump into everything else, it's time for everybody's favorite game.
I hate this game.
Guess the attendance. Now I believe
it's only because I've embarrassed you like 8 times.
I know.
In a row
I
now.
really hate this now.
And Greg has a leg up here. A, he's going
I know.
first, and B, he's been to this arena.
You know this area.
Yeah, I have been in this arena.
Why can't we have one from Buffalo?
What? Because no.
No, I just
because then it's an all Luger pay-per-view. He's having a pay-per-view there right now. Hey everybody, it's me Luger. I'm here.
Just
Look at me flex. Blur.
Ow, my
Blur.
Just pull Stevie Ray out of a closet.
Yeah.
Now look at this guy flex.
It's like Luger, Mark Marrow, and Cannibal Corpse.
Perfect.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, somebody else came from Buffalo.
We talking about Tori Amos. Terry Amos did. You're talking about a singer or just a wrestler?
No, it was a wrestler.
Mikey Whipwreck.
There we go.
Although he's not really. He was billed from Buffalo.
That's so genius.
Yeah, I know.
He's the most Buffalo wrestler too.
I've seen that shirt multiple times walking through the streets of Buffalo. That dragon shirt. Go ahead.
My guess.
Go ahead and win.
11,500.
14,000.
You should have said 11,600
Ah!
because Greg is almost spot on.
Oh, unfair.
He wins the double showcase.
Wow.
11,670.
Holy shit,
Oh.
dude.
Wow.
Now, was that still around? Is that building still around? I don't
well,
even know. I mean,
they called this the Baltimore Arena.
which I didn't.
I
doesn't sound familiar
believe
to me.
it is the first Mariner Arena now. It's like It's like a block off of. It's like 2 blocks away from Camden Yards,
Okay.
and like a block from the Inner Harbor.
Gotcha.
It is on the same block as the dopest Chinese food restaurant on the planet.
Well, see, that's what I was hoping for when you were telling us about Baltimore, not your weird demographics that you dropped on us.
62% Chinese food lovers.
There you go. In case you're in the area.
Yep.
Wear your Get Out of Here Jack Swagger shirt and get some Chinese food.
So we've got a lot going on in the world of wrestling. Flipping over to the other channel, we're about a week away from King of the Ring 1999, where we get to see Billy Gunn fail his way to victory.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That's not the Austin 316 one, right?
No.
When's that?
96?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Austin is fighting the McMahons in a ladder match for control of the company, which sounds like a much better position than we have going on in one of our matches tonight in the last month.
I don't remember that at all in the WWF. I mean, I remember them fighting over the control of the company, but...
Yeah, this was when Stone Cold was CEO.
Okay, so he's already in power. All right, that's
Yes.
probably... Okay, all right, I kind of remember now, yeah.
He is in power.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl, which happened a few months ago, they did that amazing WWF Super Bowl commercial, which was awesome. And this is when they did Stone Cold did his walkthrough of Stamford, wreaking havoc.
Yeah, that was
where
funny.
he had like a bunch of manure piled into Vince's office.
He went over like numbers with the secretary. He's like, "What are all these zeros?" And like, "Oh, that's Vince's salary." He's like, "All right, let's erase some."
No, it's a wonderful promo. WWF right now is probably the hottest it's ever been and almost ever will be.
Yeah.
It's hitting the peak. We have the Super Bowl commercial. We've got some of the best shows in history with Royal Rumble 99.
Yep.
Backlash that year is amazing. They're so far on top at this point. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Our main show, we get to see a Hummer crash into Kevin Nash.
But who's driving that Hummer?
Rikishi.
Yes, probably.
He did it for the Luga. He did it for the people.
I will say that I have enjoyed our reprieve of Luger for the last couple of shows. At least we don't have to suffer through any of those matches.
Yeah, I don't think it's been a little bit better because of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We talked about some of these matches tonight. I almost wish there was a Luger to fail his way through a match so we can laugh at it.
Right. At least that he does bring a lot of comedy to it, at least for us. A lot of joy in our lives. It's not too long before WCW starts hitting that panic button.
Oh, I can tell.
And that panic button says Russo on it.
Well, I mean, they're doing...
Yay!
A lot of the stuff we have going on tonight is almost mirroring what's happening on WWF.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about Jeff Jarrett and his musical feuds. We've got a musical feud jumping right into the show.
Right.
We've got the battles for the control of the company going on. Not necessarily between two old guys on the other channel, but some of the greatest stuff. Some nice swerves. Everything just seems like they're really just taking pages and be like, hey, can I copy your homework? It's like, yeah, but just change it a little bit so it doesn't look too obvious.
I didn't feel like. Do you really think that they were copying? It doesn't seem like a real copycat situation to me. Like most of it seems like a coincidence.
There's definitely some ideas I think that are being, I'm going to say cribbed. I won't say copied.
My biggest complaint, I think, is everything feels directionless right now. All the angles feel directionless. Like, we just saw Piper or Flair. Would anything get resolved? Like, I thought that was the end last month. and instead it's just swirling down the toilet. Like I don't feel like there's any sort of end game in sight for any angle.
Just keep on going.
Yeah.
But to kick our show off tonight, first thing we see a limo pull up.
Oh boy.
And who pops out of that limo? But Master P and the No Limit Soldiers.
That's right. It's that time in WCW when we got to throw money at Master P.
So this is a very quick aside. I didn't watch this entire video. Somehow a video called Why Master P Didn't Buy Something popped up in my YouTube feed today. And the first thing you see is a giant cake in the shape of an ice cream cone covered in what might actually be diamonds.
Whoa. That's amazing.
Yeah. It was unbelievable. And then he had a totally serious conversation about this cake. Master P had a conversation about a cake shaped like an ice cream cone with diamonds on it.
Is that any stretch from what we've seen him do? And he basically got into an argument with Kurt Hennig, who he had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
And he has no idea what's going on in any of this. In fact, I got a quote, but Ty, you going to give us a little background info on this?
Well, I'm just going to run through what happens right away.
Okay, good.
I was going to go more into the Master P stuff when we get towards this match.
All right, that sounds good.
A little bit of a taste right now.
A little bit.
A little whet your appetite.
A little bit of a taste of a ice cream cone diamond cake, if you will.
Master P shows up. He's got his crew with him, No Limit Soldiers. Master P, for you millennials out there, was a pretty big rapper. He was like Jay-Z before Jay-Z.
He was, honestly, though. He was a huge, especially in this era, he was a big deal.
No Limit Records,
right.
No Limit.
He had
production.
TV shows. He was a producer.
Master P did?
Yep.
Yeah.
Name a Master P song?
Hootie Who?
Is that that's? I feel like you're making that up.
No, I think there is one called Hootie.
I think he might actually be right.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I don't know enough about Master P to refute it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is. I mean, I was like, I guess 9. No, I was relatively tuned in with music at a time. Like, how did this go completely under my radar? And WCW just blatantly lies, so take it with a grain of salt. But like, they said he was in the Forbes top 10 richest people that year or something.
Yeah, but Forbes, that's also a really shitty source. Have you seen what like Forbes can do? You basically buy your way into Forbes mentions.
Is that true?
Yeah, it 100% is. Yeah.
I do not support Forbes because they refuse to let you view their website if you have ad blocker up, which seems like a mistake. So they're like, why don't you whitelist first? It's like, nope, fuck you. I will read it somewhere else.
That and they give you like you can read 2 articles and it's like, you got to pay for it now.
Yeah.
Oh, nowadays too, Forbes isn't even like there's not even an umbrella company on their website. It's like anybody can write for Forbes. Anybody. So whenever
I thought they were a reputable source.
At one point they
Not
were,
anymore.
but now it's just like basically any of one of us could do that. And when I post a WCW article, it'll be Forbes.com/WCW, and people are like, oh, that's official because Forbes is publishing it. But it's just 3 crazy people with a dog. So,
hey, we're 3 crazy people with a dog.
Perfect. Halfway there.
Yes.
We need. Well, this is Cash 3.
Yes, we mistakenly killed Cash 2 when he jumped off the balcony while Ty was shooting a dart. That's a phrase we're using right now, right?
Sure. So Master P rolls
I had a friend who used to say, blow a heater?
I don't know
You never said that?
No.
And I
It's
kind
always
of
been darts with you.
Just fire up a dart.
Yeah.
I kind of like that phrase, except blow a heater could mean like other things.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I'm going to go outside and, make $5.
Mm-hmm.
That could be like crack rock.
Yeah.
Because when you think about like the.
Is that what you're charging? $5, man? You
Should I charge less?
Less. Well, a lot less.
Less?
Way less.
Oh.
Yeah.
But my technique's so good.
No.
I use both hands to slam at your crotch now.
It's not.
Oh.
Okay. We're going to make so much money now.
Yeah.
Competition.
Master. Oh, my God.
This is the stuff that Ty has to remove
And
every single show.
You thought you'd get it out of us.
Yeah.
Well, joke's on you. It takes me at least an hour to get to blowing a heater.
You got to work up to that. Gearing up.
Oh, boy.
So Master P and his No Limit Soldiers exit the limo and they run smack dab into Kurt Hennig,
Who's just hanging out. I love that.
So what do you want to do, Kurt? I'm gonna go hang out by the loading dock. Just chill.
See what the Armstrongs are up to.
Yeah, seriously. Hopefully a rapper will show up. Got my fingers crossed.
He jumps right up and he's just like, "Oh my God, Master P, I'm a huge fan. I love you. You're amazing. Can I have an autograph?" One of Master P's No Limit Soldiers pulls a CD from the ether.
Yeah.
Just like
right out of his ass.
Whoop.
I feel like that could be part of your entourage.
Right. Somebody who just carries your CD
yeah,
all the time.
He's like his turtle.
Yeah. He's his utility bag.
Right.
Yeah.
He's his purse.
Yeah. I also enjoy though Kurt. This whole thing is so scripted, and Kurt Hennig's doing his best.
Oh yeah.
But at one point he does break. He's like, "What are you having a bad day?" To like one of the big guys. That was good. That was funny.
Kurt's great here.
He is.
He's just like, oh yeah, this is great. And Master P signs the CD. He's like, there you go, man. He's like, oh man, this is the greatest gift anyone's ever given to me. Oh, I love this so much. I'm such a big fan. You want to see how much I treasure this? How much this means to me? She just crushes it in his hands. Like,
yeah,
you suck.
I was kind of impressed with that.
Bold. Like, I get it. You're a big tough guy. But, like, there's a lot of dudes right there who are basically hired to whoop people like yours ass.
Rapper's crap. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
And he just he's a 3-7.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, that was very bold of him. And then they do the typical, like, rush at him, but people hold him back.
Right,
even though
right.
They look
Why? There's like 6 of you,
stupid.
you know. And they do the hootie hoo thing, which is like that was a big thing with the No Limit Soldiers. But it's weird because he just kind of casually stands there while they yell at him, and then it just peters out.
Yeah.
It's just didn't.
Like, all right, bit's over.
Right. It would have been if Kurt turned and ran after he crushed it. Cowardly heel. They're going after him. There you go. That's how you end that segment. But nope. Both sides are like whatever. It's like okay, you broke our CD. Hootie hoo.
Hootie hoo. It's okay. I got like 40 more of those.
Yeah, that's right. That utility pack is huge. He's got so many CDs in there.
He's got a backpack full of CDs. Selling bootlegs. He's got a copy of Men in Black 2 on DVD in there too.
Got on the boot.
He's convinced Brian Knobs to buy like 8 copies just in case he wants to listen to it more than once.
They're just blank CDs. Yeah. He just wrote Men in Black on Sharpie.
That'll be $24.99.
That's how we
That'll
get
be $24.99. That'll be $29.99.
We go right from there to a Kevin Nash Savage video recapping our main event feud.
Oh boy!
I hope you like this video.
Yeah,
because you're gonna see it again.
It's just stupid and wonderful.
I mean, let's talk about what this feud involved. It involved Nash being lured into a threesome with Miss Madness and Lunderblaze, Medusa, and Gorgeous George. They're involved a contortionist stuck in a bag, who then dumped doo-doo on Macho Man's head. Let's see. There was Nash got the septic truck and sprayed shit all over everybody in a limo.
A lot of Macho putting makeup on an unconscious Nash. Yep.
There was vehicular manslaughter attempt. Yeah, not even. That's not manslaughter. That's murder. That's straight up like he had intended to kill.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, but you could plead in the sense like I didn't see it and the brakes were cut.
Okay.
Well, he wasn't the one driving.
Yeah,
either.
he wasn't the one driving, but he did set him up. You're an
was
accessory.
driving? Do we know?
Oh boy, we'll save that one.
All right.
We'll save that one.
We also get a nice, fun rundown of most of the matches on the card tonight.
That I was okay with. That was cool. We've been talking about that. Like, we want these rundowns to at least set us up. So.
Yeah, but they're so shitty at it still.
They are horrible.
Like, this is...
But at least
this
I know
is
what
like
was on the card.
Windows Movie Maker shit. Like, there's no talent behind these vignettes.
Yeah. No, but at least we had them, though. I'm happy to know what's on the card before I actually sit down and watch. Of course, that doesn't really help us at certain points.
Yeah.
But
actually, before we get that other video package, we go to commentary for their 2 cents on everything. They talk about how they blow Master P. For
God, do they ever?
A solid minute. He's like, he's just the best.
Oh, isn't he?
He's the richest and most talented. He's a basketball guy, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, he was in the spring league, I think. They said. Yeah.
He's got no limit records and no limit basketball and no limit clothes and no limit TV.
It's also funny to me. Master P looks like a real fucking doofus.
He looks like a massive asshole.
So, he strikes me as the kind of guy who has trouble like setting his phone to go off in an hour
without his utility bag next to him.
Right.
Yeah. Who does it for him?
There's like one dude in the crew who's actually the mastermind, but Master P's he's got the look.
Right.
The drama of the crew, if you will.
Yeah. I don't watch basketball.
It's like a Kyrie Irving reference.
It's a baseball reference. It's okay.
I don't
strike out.
I don't know much about Russian plays.
Goal.
They move on from Master P to talking about, of course, Nash and Savage.
Savage, yeah. Man, Savage looks good here, though. He really does.
Good.
He looks awesome. I love this era Savage.
He looks good, but he's just awful in the ring.
Well, we'll get to that, but appearance-wise, and plus we get to see Gorgeous George a lot, which is always fun, and Dusa, and
they drop a nice bomb on us that Ric Flair has banned the top rope elbow drop.
Yeah.
But Nash is like, even though you've hit me with a Hummer, and my doctors don't want me to wrestle, I want you to use that elbow drop.
Ty, I got a question for you. Who's booking this right now? Just curious.
Kevin Nash.
Oh, weird. Okay. Huh. I wonder if that's gonna.
That's the stupidest move of all time, to have a storyline about banning it.
We've already done this with the jackknife powerbomb.
Right.
Yeah, but that made sense. He necked fucking the Giant. Like, that was a dangerous thing. He almost murdered a dude. So, like, okay, that makes sense for a storyline. That's like saying the gut kick is outlawed. It's too violent.
Yeah, it's weird.
I will say I am on your side. This is fucking ridiculous.
Now, would you be in favor of them banning, I don't know, like Dean Ambrose's moves? Like the wacky...
Every single move that Dean Ambrose does, they should ban. They should make him write down his moveset.
It's your homework for the night.
And then just systematically cross each one out.
Okay.
And then say, Dean, can you do anything else? And he'll say no. And then they will future endeavor him.
FedEx him his termination papers.
When you get married, here's your papers.
Don't worry, you can always work at TN...
Lucha Underground.
Japan?
Japan wouldn't have him.
Blew him right out of the building.
We have talent here. What do we want? What do we want you for? You wacky line motherfuck.
You go sweep behind Mr. Omega, okay? Or sweep in front of him.
Yeah.
He cannot touch dirt.
Called the Big Show position.
Assistant to Mr. Omega. Oh, that is a role that Dean Ambrose was born for. Also, guy who walks to the store to get beer.
Barefoot.
He's like the guy who shows up at a party and it's like the fridge is full of beer. It's like, oh, Dean, we mind running back out to grab us some more beer?
Yeah.
We're almost out here, buddy.
He comes back with one beer. It's all he could afford.
Right.
It's like, yeah, but I got a tall one.
It's one tall boy.
Yeah.
It's just halfway gone.
All the lights are out, though, when he gets back. Shut up. He's back.
Someone call the cops on this party. You do not want him back. We're all in our 30s. I don't care.
Just don't let Dean come back. Who even fucking invited him? Roman?
Seth, looking at you.
He just shows up, guys. I'm sorry.
He invited himself. He heard us talking about it.
So we move on to our first match of the evening, the kendo stick match.
Can we make a comment that it was 12 minutes and 34 seconds
you counted,
before a punch was thrown?
I thought it was super long to get into this, because usually WCW starts off with, like, here's your cruiserweights, like, within 30 seconds. So
you got a Masterpiece segment. You've got 3 video packages.
Right. The Goofs talking.
You get the Goofs talking about elbow drops being banned.
Yep.
Yeah, 12 minutes. I know, Greg, you love this.
Yeah, I mean,
the less wrestling
the
involved.
less wrestling, the better.
Yeah.
It was basically like I just got the crib notes. I don't have to watch Nitro. I don't have to watch wrestling. It's just awesome.
You were probably happy to see Brian Knobbs. You were a fan of Knobbs in the early episodes of WCWTF.
I sure was.
Yeah. What'd you call him? Trailer Park Lesbian?
Oh, yeah. So funny. Walmart. I mean, I specifically said Walmart lesbian.
Yeah, Walmart lesbian, yeah. From Montana.
Poor Walmart lesbians. They have it the roughest.
During the video package before this, 2 of my favorite lines leading into this match are Jimmy Hart just coming up to Knobbs being like, hey, I'm starting a new thing.
Yeah.
You want in? And Knobbs is just like, I'm as nasty as I want to be. I'll think
about it.
It
was so funny.
I think I'll confer with my lawyers. Thank you for the offer, though.
Let me sleep on this.
Yeah, right.
I do what I want. Sometimes after careful consideration.
Right.
I realized I wasn't actually talking in the mic.
And then they do a shot of the Sandman just in the ring smoking a cigarette, and they're just like, yeah, they're not going to start this match until he puts that out.
No. There was. I remember this Nitro episode. Like Eric Bischoff was on commentary, and there was like a big angle about Bischoff getting in the ring because Sandman refused to put out the cigarette, which was kind of fun. Like I liked it because at the time you thought like maybe Sandman's going to be like this anti-authority Stone Cold, like kind of where you're talking about, like ripping off the WWE. Here's your anti-authority figure, and then no, just
he's ripping off fucking Smoking Giant from 2 years ago.
Oh, I miss Smoking Giant.
I miss Smoking Giant too,
man.
As they make their way to the ring, Bobby and Mike keep on interrupting Tony, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that is good. Tony just can't roll with jokes. He just can't. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand when he's like being made the butt of a joke. It's fun. Sometimes it's best just to shut up and let them do their thing, and then the joke lands, and then you move on. But he just doesn't get it.
It was perfect though because he starts talking, and then Bobby just interrupts him.
Yeah,
and then Tony just goes, "Oh, you gonna interrupt me now too, Mike?" Anyways, Brian Knobs. No, anyways, Brian Knobs.
Right, that was great. And then he follows it up at the end. He's like, "Is anybody gonna interrupt me anymore?" Like, okay, you should have ended it with Mike Tenay. That was funny. Now you ruined it.
Just go to the ring.
Yeah, you're fine.
What could you possibly have to add?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, by the way.
Yeah,
just nothing.
Schiavone's just even getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
The people in this match come out. Chastity looks real haggard. I don't know if that was just
she has a busted face, but the rest of her seems fine.
She is the classic butterface. She really is. I mean, I don't think there's anybody in wrestling history who is more of a butterface than that chick.
She looks just primed for TNA. She is the most TNA girl I have ever seen. Like, all she's missing is like a cheerleader outfit from Halloween Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the logo's half falling off.
Right.
You know, it's not even stitched on properly.
Oh, she bought it when she was like in her 20s.
Yeah.
And she still has it.
She bought it secondhand though. She did not buy that from the original supplier.
It was a Craigslist get.
Somewhat soiled.
Yes. Used prom dress.
Yeah, she is something else. When we watched that TNA pay-per-view, those two, I mean, what is it? The beautiful people that we saw? Mm-hmm. Holy shit, she would fit right in there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, she would fit like right here in the beehole. Man, I can't wait to get to that again.
Yeah, I can't wait till TNA, goddammit. I mean, realistically, like I feel like Hardcore Hack is the kind of person that she would pal around with in real life.
Right.
Like, this is a good pairing to me.
No, it's a fun pairing.
Right. Oh, yeah. And I still get amped up when I see a Sandman match, even if it's in WCW. Something about him, I just look forward to those matches. He's just exciting to me.
You know it's going to be just a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because he's a dude who can't wrestle.
Right. He can't wrestle.
His best attribute is that he gets hit well.
And he dives off top ropes well.
Yes.
And he has excellent balance. That's the best thing you can say about Sandman. If you had a trading card, you flip it over, gets beat up well, excellent balance, does flippy shit.
Knobs gets in the ring. He says that it's Mrs. Nasty's birthday, which I think is a weird name for Jerry Saggs. And that
wonderful.
We should drop the kendo stick thing and just have a regular old hardcore brawl.
Yeah.
So
I'll show you who's really hardcore. Get out of here, you
So
fucker.
Hack's like, all right, fine, I'll put this kendo stick down.
Because Hack's stupid.
And then Knobs just blasts him in the back of the head with a trash can. Match begins.
Yeah.
And I hope you like watching dudes get in the head with shit, because that is this match.
I even wrote down typical hardcore.
Yeah.
There's something almost endearing to me about two guys who can't wrestle, who will just get a ladder and just fuck each other into it the entire match.
Right. Yeah. That's all it was. I will say that Tony, I feel, was a little bit better this pay-per-view. I feel like somebody got in his ear about the whole hardcore stuff. I'm like, can you at least pretend for the 7 minutes that these guys are out here that this shit hurts? Like, that's all I want. Or just don't say anything. Let Mike say something. So he was definitely more tolerable than this one. He wasn't just like, ha, cookie sheets. So
everyone be quiet while we listen to this thing. Quiet.
You found this really good sound. You got this really good.
Bobby, shh.
I'm trying to watch a movie.
He's hammered at a party and he found a really great song on YouTube. He's like, no, guys, you got to listen to it.
Everybody,
hold on.
Everybody,
come here.
Come break my heart.
Yeah.
The bass is gonna drop. Hold on. You gotta start it over.
Guys, shit.
You were talking, now I gotta start it over.
You guys like One Headlight?
I found a dubstep remix of One Headlight.
Oh, God. I don't have much to say about this. I mean, it just you kind of mentioned the latter part. That was it works for them.
Tony does after the first chair or the first trash can shot. He does declare our first swerve of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Russo ain't even around.
Yep. Yeah, the ladder is the only thing that's even worth talking about, and it's almost too brutal.
Right.
These guys just, they're not even protecting themselves.
Which is what they were good for, though. I mean, honestly, like Hack was brought in basically to take these type of this type of like match, and Brian Knobbs is friend with brother cousin.
If you're Brian Knobbs, what skill sets do you have that aren't
friend of Hogan?
Friend of Hogan.
Right. Yeah.
Also, fuck him. That motherfucker told me not to podcast.
Oh, dude. No. Okay.
Dude.
So hold on. I was down in Florida for the last 2 weeks, right? I went to it was a restaurant called Fiesta Azteca. It's in like Melbourne, right? And they have the pictures up on the wall of people who's been there. Fucking Brian Knobbs was up there, and I had to point him out to like my mother-in-law. Like, that's the asshole who told us that we shouldn't do a podcast, that we were wasting our time.
Did you throw a burrito at it?
Did. Left it there.
Yeah.
There's like 6 burritos stuck on it.
And a ladder. Someone.
Knobbs comes in, sometimes eats the burritos off.
Oh, wall burritos.
My favorite.
I'm as nasty as I want to be, and I'm going to tastefully eat these burritos off a wall.
Mr. Knobbs, please, you can't be in here anymore. This was our agreement.
Listen, we put your photo up on the
sorry,
wall.
Sharon, is your photo on the wall covered in burritos? I don't think so.
Your restaurant is shit, and it's a waste of time.
Give it up.
Give
it up, Azteca Fiestas. There's no money in restaurants. Giving away wall burritos. You're never going to make it.
Comic-Con, that's where the money's at.
I should know. I'm sad.
I'm Brian Nasty.
And I'm as nasty as I want to be.
Sometimes, when Mrs. allows it.
Do I want to eat this wall burrito? Let me get back to you.
Hold on. Let me think about it. By the way, the only other photo up on the wall was Blake Bortles. It was Blake Bortles and
oh my God, this is
Brian Knobbs.
Easily the best restaurant of all time.
Check it out.
Super Bowl champion Blake Bortles.
Right next.
Super Bowl champion.
Anything else before the finish?
Nope.
Don't care.
Finish comes when Jimmy Hart tries to give Knobbs a chair. Knobbs, of course, gets Irish whipped into him.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally.
Well, that's what always happens in this fucking spot. No one gets up on the apron to hand someone a chair and have it work out.
I feel like Jimmy Hart volunteered that ending, that finish, and they're like, "Oh, we've done this like 1,000 times, Jimmy."
No, baby, this one's gonna work this time.
Yeah.
All right, come up with something else.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyone? Ladder spot.
Guys, you get hit in the head a lot. Nope.
Nash, what do you think? I don't care, Jimmy.
Shut the fuck up, Jimmy. Throwing burritos at this picture.
I'm being seduced by these women.
I gotta find a girl who's gonna fit in a duffel bag.
Yeah. You know how hard that is? Oh, I found one.
Oh, never mind.
Yep. Oh, 2.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever. Just
Oh my God, I had one in my duffel bag the whole time.
Weird. X-Pac put her there.
How long have you been there?
Hello?
You look so hungry.
You okay? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
To the dumpster.
Gotta get a new bag. Hack beans him with a kendo stick for the pin at 5:41.
5:41? This match was 5 minutes?
Yep.
Oh, boy. It felt so much longer.
Yeah, it did.
Because it does get longer, because post-match, Hugh Morris shows up. Who's
Why?
the other guy in the Knobbs
the new
stable.
right, the new family, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Dear Jimmy Hart.
Yep.
Your stable sucks. Maybe give it up.
It might be one of the worst stables of all time.
Now, do we know who's in it? Because I know who's a future member of this stable.
Hugh, come here. I'm going to make you the next Hogan.
So it eventually comes down to Hugh Morris, Brian Knobbs, Jerry Flynn.
Jerry Flynn?
Wait, are you saying Flynn or Lynn?
Hugh Morris.
Yeah.
Brian Knobbs.
Yeah.
And Jerry Flynn.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have gotten a Duncan Jr. in there somewhere?
Right. No, he's in the other collide. He's soon to be a redneck.
Do you think he
That's a
was
step up.
happy to have work? Or do you think he was just sad?
Who? Bobby Duncombe?
Jimmy Hart.
Oh, Jimmy Hart?
I don't know.
Somebody's got to carry Hogan's weed.
Yeah, but you were a thing, man. And I'm sure Jimmy Hart didn't need the money.
No.
But this is an embarrassment.
He did stuff behind the scenes, and it's weird though, because you ever hear Heenan talk about him? Heenan considers him the best manager of all time. And look at him
he's
now.
up there.
Yeah, but he thought Jimmy Hart was always better than him. Man, and look at it now.
Well, maybe that's a testament to him a little bit. He's like, oh yeah, you think you're so good? Elevate these 3 fucks. Good luck. he just goes home every night and just oh my
God, I got wall burrito.
what have I done?
I got fucking karate fighter.
What have I done, baby?
Karate fighter. Is that Jerry Flynn?
That's Jerry Flynn.
We got
And this one keeps trying to get me to donut out of his butthole.
Really insistent every time I see him.
When you say it that way, that sounds like a pretty solid stable.
Yeah, right?
Karate guy, wall burrito, and donut butt.
Hogan 2, take that donut out of your butt. We are professionals in this
Hogan
stable.
3, stop eating it.
I'm trying to kick it out of his butt. What's wrong with you?
I'm as nasty as I want to be.
That would be pretty nasty. I have to take the hose to Brian Knobs every couple days. Get out of there!
The knob spray bottle.
He's like a butt donut shark.
All right, so
Brian, why are you hiding behind that plant?
so
He's coming.
I think Hugh's coming.
I'm
gonna get that donut.
I smell powdered sugar.
So Hugh is constantly trying to sneak the donut up Jerry Flynn, so Sags will tackle him and try to eat it out of him. That's the dynamic.
Whoa.
Oh, this is a great stable.
Yeah.
I take back everything I've said.
I'm in.
They're gonna make a lot of albums together.
I'd watch that reality show.
Yeah.
3 dudes in a donut. Coming this summer to FXX.
We'll put on anything. I hear Netflix renewed it for season 2.
Oh.
Nice. Already.
No. Yahoo.
Yahoo.
So we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
We go to a Buff and Piper vignette.
Yeah.
Buff just thanks Piper. He's like, yo, you say take the ball and run with it. I'm going to take that ball. I'm going to run with it. I got your back, Piper. You're the man.
This is so stupid.
It
He's
is
like,
really
oh, yeah,
bad.
You do it. You go. And then Buff goes away. He's like, kids.
Yeah. It makes him look like an asshole, and he's supposed to be the face. I don't get it.
And they just be like, run that ball.
Yeah.
Like, mug for the camera.
The only thing I liked is Piper dressed him as Hey Stuff. I thought that was good.
Just all these young kids with their talents.
Right.
They won't have what us old guys with bad knees and cut up heads have.
And the worst clotheslines of all time.
If he's supposed to be the president or trying to get power, wouldn't these be the people he want to help out? Isn't the whole idea is Flair's keeping him down?
You should just, in every station of life, you should just want Buff Bagwell to be around you.
Yeah, right.
You're not wrong.
President, hooker, stripper.
Those are the 3.
Yeah, it's really all you need him for. But
Those are my only options.
yeah, we could definitely get him. By the way,
What?
you can pay for his services. He is a gigolo. He has an online
That
service. Yeah.
Can't be true.
No, I can show you the website
No,
afterwards.
it's true.
Yeah, you can pay for his services. Cowboys for Angels.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up this. If I'm already trying to find Buff Bagwell's dick services. Is it really Cowboys for Angels?
Cowboys for Angels. Yep.
I'm not gonna find some other site when I look that up.
Cowboys for Angels.
Is it 4 or 4?
I think it's the number 4. I'm not sure. You'll love it.
Well, Greg looks that up. We'll move on to our second match of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Our unadvertised bout was not a part of the rundown earlier. Mikey Whipwreck versus Van Hammer. Mikey Whipwreck just looks happy to be here.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey, I'm still employed.
Not for long.
No, not for long. He and Sandman are heading back to ECW very soon.
Yeah.
Good for them. Also,
Honestly.
good for them for getting paid.
Right. I mean, I don't blame anybody for getting some money on this deal. And I'm sure Mikey Whipwreck got paid an obscene amount of money just to steal him from ECW. But, my God, this match. I pride myself, Ty, on being able to watch all these pretty much all the way through. I stopped. I can't deal with fucking Van Hammer. I can't deal with him.
He's got a bit of a look change now. He's lost the mesh shirt, but he's still just who gives a fuck about Van Hammer?
Right. And they're like, oh, he's been on a winning streak lately. I'm like, uh-oh. I think you might have found something.
I'm going to scroll up for the effect. So, Cowboys for Angels. I didn't find Buffer. But look at the... You're going to have to cut this out. I'm sorry. And it's not going to be interesting. Hot dude. Hot dude, hot dude, hot dude, hot dude, hot dude. And Blaine. It's just like a bunch of dudes, and then it's a bunch of naked dudes, and then this guy in a fucking t-shirt.
So yeah, I don't take my shirt off for this shoot, do I?
I don't like that, guys.
And Blaine.
We know who you're signing up for. Hey, Blaine.
Hey, Blaine, you want to come over and just, like, play a board game or something?
I got this wine card game we could play.
There's no Buffer.
He's definitely on there.
I feel like you're just still fucking with me.
Marcus.
No.
Oh, that makes sense.
Looking for Buff.
What? He's a male prostitute. Why wouldn't you look for Buff? I mean, they can't all be Dwayne's or whatever it was.
Blaine?
Blaine's.
Dirk hard fuck.
Dirk hard fuck. And why wouldn't you put him at the top? Like, he's a famous person.
You gotta work for the buff.
This guy's balding.
Some chicks like that.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Not like a tasteful shaving of the head.
Oh, just
like
male pattern?
Yeah.
No, okay.
All right, we're in New York now. Denny looks like he likes to do some computer programming.
What does Blaine look like he likes to do?
Blaine, I don't know, get stains out of his t-shirt. All right, well, I'm not finding Buffer, so I'll have to find him some other time.
Yeah, trust me, he is on there.
When I'm alone.
Yeah. With disposable income.
Yeah. Dear Buff, I don't want you to fuck me, but could you come over anyway?
You just want to chill?
Yeah, honestly, if you're paying him, what does he care?
Yeah, he probably could use the reprieve.
Exactly.
From banging hot chicks all day? What are you talking about?
Hot chicks don't pay for sex, man.
Old chicks pay for sex.
Banging old chicks? Oh, yeah, I guess you could use reprieve.
Sad old chicks.
You just want to come over and play some Call of Duty or something?
Honestly, if you call them up, you're like, can you help us review, like, Great American Bash 99? He'd probably be down for that. Why not?
Yeah, it makes enough sense.
So this match is an 8-minute long squash match.
Yeah, which does nobody any favors.
Nope.
I already forgot what we're talking about.
Van Hammer and Mikey Whipwreck.
Why?
I know.
Who the fuck let Van Hammer back in the building?
He got a haircut, and he's like, guess what, guys? I'm cool now.
Yeah.
Which one was Van Hammer?
He was the one with the nipple ring.
He was a flock.
He was a flock member.
Yeah.
Right.
And then what?
That's it.
Yeah.
No, he was a hippie for a while. Remember, he had like the
Which one is
man?
the Wall?
Yeah. He's Berlin. He's not in yet.
Berlin is not Van Hammer.
No, Berlin is not Van Hammer.
Okay.
Is this going to be one of those Brian Clark, Brian Adams things again?
Oh, fuck, Brian Adams. I forgot about him.
Wrath.
Shit.
That's Brian Clark. Brian Clark is Wrath.
Oh, my God. There's more of them?
No, there's only, we've gone over this. There are two. Brian Clark and Brian Adams. They are different people.
So which one's Van Hammer?
And so, okay, wait. No, we're gonna figure this out because
Okay.
I genuinely think these are all the same person.
Slow it down.
Van Hammer.
Right.
Always Van Hammer, never anything but Van Hammer.
Always Van Hammer.
Who was the Wall?
Nobody. The Wall is by himself. He's not even shown up yet.
We haven't even seen
We've
him.
never seen the Wall.
Who was Wrath?
Wrath is Brian Clark.
Who was Brian Adams?
Brian Adams was the douchebag in the NWO Black and White. He had like black hair. He was just called Brian Adams.
Okay.
All right.
And none of these people are the same person.
No, they're all four different people.
They probably could have just had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have just been Wrath.
Could have. No.
I mean, lesser of four evils on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Real world vote.
Okay.
Who stays on the island? Van Hammer, Wrath, The Wall.
The Wall.
Brian Adams.
The Wall.
The Wall.
The Wall. The Wall actually has some competent matches coming up.
I don't know. I guess Van Hammer because he knew Raven.
So Van Hammer wins 8 minutes, 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
The problem is, too, like, it's a squash match, okay? But it's a squash match that takes 8 minutes for him to beat Mikey fucking Whipwreck. And Mikey gets no offense in, so Mikey doesn't look good. And Van Hammer looks like shit because it took 8 minutes to beat Mikey fucking Whipwreck with no offense. Horrible. Move on.
Match number 3. Buff Bagwell taking on Disco Inferno.
Disco looks good.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he looks real good.
This is a match that I think I should love. Because Disco comes out and he just discos it up. Then Buff comes out and he buffs it up. These guys should just pose off for like 6 minutes. And I'd be fine with that.
This would be better if they had like a mic interaction to begin with. If they just like went back and forth a little bit.
Talk.
Yeah. Tenay immediately starts talking about how Buff already beat Disco like on Thunder. So this match doesn't mean anything. The key point is, Buff's just happy to be here tonight because Piper gave him this match even though he's already beat him.
That's always good. That's what you want your wrestlers to be, just happy. Just happy to be there.
Could you just get out there and smile?
Yeah.
Now dance.
I thought about this when I
drop
was
the
watching
cruise.
this. I have a question for both of you guys.
Yeah.
So Buff, we've talked about this before. We feel like Buff, he's got great mic skills. He's good in the ring. You know, he's great. He's mugging for the camera. He seems to have the it factor, but he doesn't get to that level ever in his career. You know, and I've noticed it here. I'm like, he is just not. He's treading water at this point. Whose fault is that? Is that WCW for not giving him the angles, or is that him? Is that this lack of effort on his part?
So, like, look, I don't know Buff Bagwell from a hole in the wall, like, personally.
You will if you sign up for Cowboys.
Right. We're incoming best friend.
Yep.
He seems like kind of like a goofball to me, probably in like real life also. I suspect he just didn't try backstage, and like I feel like people saw that.
You know what? Branching off of that, I mean, WCW at this point is so politicky that maybe he's not shaking the right hands and kissing the right babies. I know he was just out for a few months with a bad shoulder injury, so that may have cooled him off a little bit. But they're just giving him nothing to do here.
Yeah, he also doesn't do a lot of wrestling.
Yeah,
like he's just saddled with everybody.
I feel like it's probably a combination of both things. I feel like there is a concerted lack of effort on his part. At least from what I always see, he just doesn't. It's like he's at this level and he's content being at that level, and that's not good. You know, you need to if you're not aiming to be a world champion, Stone Cold always said that, then get out of the business.
I don't know. It's fine if he's content. He's content. Like, look, I have a job that I don't get paid a lot of money, but I like my job. I could be getting paid to do more, but I'm happy.
Right.
He's getting paid probably a lot of money to go out third and then go home.
No, he's not going home because he actually has a big part to play in
a
match
true.
with two legends.
That's true.
Maybe they're baited. Maybe they have him on a hook right now. It's like, listen, we got this great angle for you. You're going to help us out a bunch, but don't worry. We've got something super special lined up for you. Nash told me himself.
Yeah.
He said, huh? Which I'm pretty sure means good things from Kevin
He was
Nash.
cramming a woman in a bag. So, I mean, he was really a little bit distracted, but I don't know. Like, I feel like I should just be more into. We should be seeing the ascension of Buff Bagwell at this point, and he's just the same as we've always seen him. You know.
I don't think there's any shame in being content. If you want to be okay and kind of lazy, I say go for it.
Yeah,
This is why I need to have kids.
Thanks, Papa.
Yeah.
What?
Now go clean half your room.
Have to be half a beer. The other half that Dean didn't drink.
Dean's like, knock, knock. Hey,
guys. Someone call for half a beer?
Heard you're looking for a half beer and a son.
Not from you, you shit.
Greg just like turns the blinds down.
I would take Dean Ambrose as my son just so I could disown him later in life.
You'd have fun berating him every morning. I don't think you wanted to disown him because that means you couldn't, see him every day and make him feel bad.
I really do want to make him feel bad.
Yeah. Morning, son. Just a reminder, I don't love you.
Yep.
Get up for school. You got a test to fail today, huh?
See if you do some more weird rope shit.
You're never going to amount to nothing. Goodbye.
Here's your salt.
Leave him in the woods.
See you for dinner. Maybe.
See if you can get your way back.
Or not. Whatever.
You always do, though.
You want to go check out Crocodile World?
And then you just take him to Walmart.
Leave him to stuffed animals.
Don't even leave him in the toy section.
Yeah.
Leave him in, furniture.
Yeah.
You sit on this bench.
Maternity wear.
You just throw a moo over him,
the shoe
push him
polish
over,
aisle.
and run.
Yeah.
See you for dinner.
In my scenario, he is still a grown-ass man at this
Oh
point.
yeah, no.
Of course.
In my mind, he's always grown up. Yeah.
So anything before the finish of this one?
No.
Buff versus a pile driver. Versus a pile driver. Hits some elbows, some drop kicks. A real rough power slam. He ends up throwing Disco, and then the top rope blockbuster.
Yeah.
For the win at 10:33.
I liked Disco pretending he was too smart to be caught in the blockbuster. That was cool. But
Yeah.
Disco always, Disco's always good in the ring. We never have anything bad to say about his in-ring stuff.
He is the most 8 out of 10 wrestler I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not spectacular, but you're always good.
Just constantly aware where he is. Like he backed out of those blockbusters and then got hit because he was overconfident with the third one. Good story.
You're like a Ruby Tuesday salad bar.
It's a fine match. Nothing to write home about. One of the best on this card, though. Holy shit.
Yeah, right. That bar's low.
Video package for our next match. It's something I'm super excited to talk about. Kurt Hennig hates rap music.
Yeah, here it is. Rap is crap.
It infuriates him to the point where he just has to beat up Conan. The video package, he's just sitting at commentary. Conan's coming out, and he's just like, I hate this music. I hate this Conan music. And he just fucking lays into Conan.
Yeah. I remember when it was happening, it comes out of nowhere. He's just like, time to start an angle. It's like he might as well just say that over the microphone. It's so weird. But you know what though? I love me some Kurt Hennig in this era. I really do. And this fit him so well.
There's no black people on this pay-per-view that's not like actual wrestlers, are there?
The cat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the cat. He doesn't count, though.
That we have the cat and Brian Knobbs and no Booker T. And it's a good thing Chris Jericho wasn't sitting around doing nothing in this one. That's awesome. Yeah. Glad they didn't use him.
Oh, that was really him.
That was fucking him.
I thought that was a joke.
Nope, that was Chris Jericho.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So, match number 4, the Is Rap Crap match.
Yeah.
This'll settle it.
Get Ray involved.
Yeah.
Ray and Conan taking on the West Texas Rednecks.
Yeah.
Hennig and Bobby Duncombe Jr., the creator wrestler cowboy himself.
He's back, Greg. He's back. Are you excited?
Oh, boy.
So the West Texas Rednecks come out to their hit song, Rap is Crap.
I'm not going to lie. That song's catchy.
It's fucking super catchy.
That Rap is Crap hook, gets stuck in my head.
Does it ever?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's so campy and bad that it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful that it actually got requested on some radio stations in the South.
Good.
Which you would think that the WCW would jump on and be like, yeah, play it, free publicity. People would be like, what's this wacky, goofy song? This is like a Bubba Sparks of our time, or like a Cletus T. Judd. So that's taking the piss out of everything.
I don't like the tone you're taking in this story.
We'll play that we'll send them some demos. We'll release some singles.
Make some money.
Yeah, make some money, drum up some business. We'll definitely not send these radio stations cease and desist orders.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. They sent the radio stations cease and desist orders for using their...
Are you fucking kidding me?
When does the fucking Pie song come out? The Rock Pie.
I think it's
around this time. Yeah.
So your direct competitors are selling thousands of albums.
They've had WWF the album music.
Right. Oh yeah. At this point, it's well underway.
I've had like 4 of them.
Yeah. Right.
I've got 6 different versions of Stone Cold's theme song on CD.
How fucking funny would a Wolfpack CD be? Kevin Nash's theme.
Yep.
Oh, track 2, Sting's theme. Oh, Eric Bischoff's like, I really like this song.
Can we get Luger's song on there too?
Love me.
It's the only song that's different.
It's track 7. Loveful. Wolfpack theme. Wolfpack theme. Loveful.
Oh, then you get 7 more, which is the original NWO theme.
Right. Oh my God.
That's amazing, though. How do you
not capitalize on any
right,
of that?
Right.
This is a good point to mention.
Ridiculous.
I was listening to Shivani's podcast, and he talked about how he was at the time he was an executive producer or something like that, and he had no idea that the WCW had trading cards. He had no idea about like some of the video games that came out or action figures because they didn't tell him. They didn't let him know about all this stuff that existed. How bad are you at this?
Crazy.
Like, shouldn't you be like, hey, we have a new action figure line coming out. Sting's going to be in it. Like Macho Man's going to be in it. Check your Kmart. Check your Walmart. They're going to be there.
WWF has fucking pay-per-views
right
that are sponsored by their own fucking video game. This is brought to you by Acclaim and WWF Raw for the Sony PlayStation.
Yeah. Shivani seemed shocked that there were trading cards about them that he had never seen before ever. I mean,
how does that exist? How does that happen?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's busy something during the week.
But like, if you're so ignoring those guys, ignoring Shivani or anything like that, if you're an executive, you're a marketing person, how do you not get that into the show at some point?
Right.
How do you not say like, hey, by the way, at the top of this for 15 seconds, talk about the new video game?
We will take literally any publicity. Publicity. Like, you want us at a home and garden show, we'll show up and talk about Luger. Like, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just about getting eyes on you.
The other day, I was at the Cumbies. Yep. I just stood up on the counter, started yelling about Luger and Ring Maloney.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. This is the sound that a Luger makes when he's stuck in a raccoon net.
They called the cops and then I had to run.
Yeah.
Did you get a slushie and then dump it all over the...
Sorry. So sorry. I am so sorry about this. Oh, I am just so sorry. Oops. Oh, I just keep on doing it.
Butterfingers.
There's nothing I can do. There's just nothing I can do. Just hitting the button on the soda fountain. Nothing.
Leaning your elbow so you get another one. The dead eyes.
Look how good he is after you feed him.
Seriously, he's out.
Told you he was going to take a nap.
Yeah, he's out.
Conan and Ray come out wearing gas masks.
This is so stupid.
Yeah,
why?
weird.
Also, it's real obvious that the one doesn't fit Conan.
Yeah. Is that a Baltimore thing?
Gas masks?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't know. Like,
crabs.
I don't know anything.
Crabs
and
stuck
like on the end of Ray's nose.
Yeah, and like a real Catholic guilt thing.
Yeah.
That's like that's Baltimore for you.
Hashtag elite. Hashtag Joe Flacco.
That's the funniest. That's like the question I'm gonna ask people, important people.
Do you think Joe Flacco's elite?
Like, I want the next presidential debate. I want to get on there and be like, no, I have a question about school financing and student debt. And I'd really like to ask President Trump.
This gentleman wearing the Jack Swagger shirt seems reputable. Sure. Here's a live mic.
And you ever tweeted at Mr. Trump?
No.
Nothing derogatory.
Yeah. Right.
We were letting him know about our podcast.
Yeah.
About school finance.
And then I'm going to stand up and say, there's one question that all of America really wants in this new election. Is Joe Flacco elite? And then when they give me an inquisitive look, I will say, who played the Joker?
Baba Booey, and then run out.
Throw Hootie Hoo in there.
Hootie Hoo, don't tase me. Please don't tase me. Don't tase me, bro. 2.
I wonder what would happen. Real world talk.
Yeah. What would happen?
1, how do I make this happen? And 2,
I'm pretty sure everybody would just stare at you awkwardly and it would be escorted off the premises.
Right. They try to cover for it, but
I think I want that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. There might be some law against
And then
it or
if
whatever.
they don't cut the mic, I will say, have you ever seen the movie Battleship?
Which Rihanna movie is your favorite?
Yeah.
She's in another one now. I'll be
Battleship
damned if I know
2?
which one.
Battleship 2. Connect 4.
Connect 4. Boom,
Aliens are coming
bitch.
down.
4 in a row. Who would play the male lead in Connect 4? Mark Wahlberg, no. No, it's got to be someone younger. Mark Wahlberg can play his dad now.
A CGI Mark Wahlberg.
A younger CGI Mark Wahlberg. Yes.
And he's also in the movie as his dad.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
That's perfect.
just like in Tron.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
What are we doing about these Connect 4, bro? I don't know, Dad. We got these aliens that we got to connect. 4 of them.
I don't know, Dad.
Yo, I gotta be on the set of Operation soon. I can't touch the side.
He's a doctor. It makes sense now. Dr. Wahlberg.
Dr. Wahlberg, we need you to Connect 4, please.
Paging Dr. Wahlberg.
He's also the nurse.
Oh yeah.
It takes place on Wahlberg World.
It's like being John Malkovich, but with Mark Wahlberg. It's essentially every nightmare I've ever had.
All serious, like all joking aside here, and totally serious. I really want being Mark Wahlberg. Please, Spike Jonze.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it a reality for Greg. Being Brian Knobs.
Very short movie.
It's
just 45 minutes of him eating wall burritos.
Hey, if you go in this door, you're going to be Brian Knobs for 5 minutes. No, thank you.
Ooh, I'm just super busy.
I got to finish half this beer.
Dean, check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, Dean, I bet you can't go through that door, you twat.
He wacky lines himself through it.
Oh no, I'm stuck with Brian Knobs.
That's a nightmare for you. If you accidentally end up through that door and you're Dean Ambrose.
Oh no.
Oh my God. And then you are berating yourself as your son.
It's a nightmare.
It's Ambroseception.
Podcast over.
It's an Ambrose in an Ambrose. But in the third Ambrose, your wife committed suicide or something?
I'll have to rewatch it.
No, Renee Young! Don't do it.
Hey,
the
bro.
top falls.
How many levels of Ambrose are you on?
I'm a level 12 Ambrose.
You were like tiny baby man to me. Watch this. Ambrose. Panning shots going out. Whoa. And at the end, Seth Rollins. Single tear.
And Ambrose is in the tier.
Right.
He was in a tier the whole time.
Tier bros.
Tier bros.
Level 13.
This might be the worst joke we've ever done.
Oh, yeah. I am not a fan of this one.
Yeah.
No. Dean Ambrose is shit.
Yeah.
But like, so is this joke.
It is.
So,
but should we?
I mean, realistically,
the alternative is going back to this match, though.
What did you expect if Dean Ambrose is involved?
Mm-hmm.
He can't even make a good joke.
Everything turns to shit.
We should have stopped at the Knobs door.
Knobs door.
So Master P is in the crowd with his crew.
Yep.
Conan jumps out and fires off 30 of his catchphrases in a minute and in 4 languages.
Yeah.
Not even a minute. In 10 seconds.
Just all of them, just rapid succession.
Bowdy, ready, ready.
Is Bowdy Spanish? Or because when Kurt Hennig was saying it earlier, I thought he was saying I'm about it, bout it.
Actually, by the way, I think Bowdy is like a Master P thing. Like,
so he's just been cribbing that this whole fucking time?
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure it's what it is.
Is he saying Bowdy, or is he?
It's supposed to be like bout it.
Is he like?
But he's saying it fast and he's saying it with slang. That's all.
But is he saying it in Spanish?
No.
It's English.
It's English. Yeah.
I thought he was saying something in Spanish this whole time.
Nope.
I thought he was like, Riba la raza. Bowdy. I thought bowdy meant something in Spanish.
No, much like the strawberry comment.
Long live wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the best, or something. I don't know. Shit. I definitely thought it was in Spanish.
No.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ripped off of Master P.
You learn something new every day
about Master P.
But then we get the real gem of this pay-per-view.
The real gem is Kurt Hennig grabbing the mic afterwards.
No.
What's that?
Ray talks.
I forgot about Ray talking.
Which is always a jewel of every time we ever get to hear Rey Mysterio talk in this area.
Rey Mysterio might be the worst mic person I've ever seen.
He's real
He
bad at it.
is awful. He's epically terrible. Every single time they let him use the mic, it is just abysmal.
That one time was the funniest thing I think I've ever heard.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Kalisto.
Line. Fuck. Children. Yes. I do have children.
Eddie, please. I would
Can
like.
Oh, checks. Something about checks.
Something.
T-shirts. Can I get a T-shirt? Oh, shit. Fuck.
Good lucha.
LWO is children. Fuck. Shit.
Now I sound weird. I gotta back up.
Gone too far.
Yeah. I am with you.
I like to freeze the camera. Like deer and
Dead eyes. Just lock right in.
Guerrero's got to step in front of him just to break it.
Yeah, whatever you say, Ray.
Gotcha, Ray. Let's go to the back. Get you a shirt. What of the 36,000?
You start to pull him away, and he's just like. He is awful.
Just with a smile.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is easily the worst mic skills I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hennig brings it back up, though.
Yes, he does.
He grabs the mic and he's like, hey, I don't like your music. You guys sound when you guys rap, you sound like you have to poop.
Amazing.
So good. So good.
Amazing.
It makes sense in context.
Yeah.
What does someone who has to poop sound like?
Hooty hoo.
Oh, the call of the poop.
Next time you go to the bathroom. All right, guys. Hooty hoo.
I'll be back in 5.
Yeah.
Do not go in there. Hooty hoo. No, I guess I wouldn't have to poop at that point,
Right.
so I wouldn't be saying hooty hoo.
Yeah.
Greg would just be like,
You'd
hooty hoo,
be
hooty hoo,
recalling the
hooty
poop.
hoo, hooty hoo. He's like, oh, he's in there for a while, man. Give him some
Just
time.
one long hooty hoo.
Hooty hoo.
Hooty hoo.
Pass out.
Blood vessel bursting.
Aneurysm.
It's a mighty big hooty hoo.
Greg died the way he lived. Hooty hooing on a toilet.
He was bowdy.
Rowdy. Right on his tombstone. To the end.
Yeah.
That's a much better joke.
That was better than Ambroception living in a tear, which I hate. I hate that joke, and now I'm mad at myself.
We're going to bring it back.
Please don't.
So we have hot action to start here.
Ooh.
These guys fire off pretty well.
Yep.
Sure.
Kurt Hennig gets thrown outside. Master P slaps him on the back of the head. And then, which is kind of fun.
It is.
It's setting up something. Not sure what.
They're very confused about who the heels and the faces are here.
Yeah, that's the other thing about this entire thing. WCW is primarily a Southern company.
No.
I know, right?
Weird.
So it's weird that you're making the Northern, like, hip rap music your faces when the music
Right.
that everybody's going to.
Yeah.
And that's what I was getting at when I started this.
Yeah.
Like, Baltimore is not, like, it's a major city, but it's certainly not like an urban city. Like, you are playing to the wrong crowd. Baltimore's basically like a country city.
Flipping over to the WWF, you've got ICP coming in with the Oddities, and they're like the fun-loving rap crew, and like, oh, they're weirdos, but they like having fun, so, you know. And here we've got, oh, these rap guys, they're the faces.
Yeah.
These dastardly country fans.
And
We do hate them.
It reeks of desperation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
I don't
God, yeah.
I mean, look, you can't take out like a racial element. I don't want to say the bad guys had to be black. Like, that's stupid. But like, you're playing to the wrong crowd.
Right. And
so
is there any damage to making Master P and the other guys bad guys? Like,
No,
I don't
like,
see anything wrong
you're
with
gonna
that.
come out looking tougher. And
Right.
when your entire thing is that you're a gangster, being tough is fine.
Yep.
And like, it's because that's what I meant about being desperate. It's like WCW is like, whatever you want, we'll make you the hero. You want to be the hero? Come in and be the hero. We'll make you look like $1 million. You want to take down one of the biggest stars of all time? Not a problem. You get to slap him around. It's gonna be awesome, Master P. Please, for the love of Christ, please just come.
Please come.
Please come.
Anything.
Whatever I have to do.
We'll give you so much money.
And also weird to see Conan and Ray Ray like paired with them. Like, even though they're probably the most like, you know, the guys who like they're obviously big rap fans. It just doesn't feel right. None of this feels right.
Right.
It just
They don't
feels
feel like they
tacked
represent
on.
them the
Right,
best.
Right.
I mean, and look, you've had people who can't wrestle. You had fucking Jay Leno in a match.
Yeah.
Fucking Jay Leno. He showed up in sweatpants. You can't have Master P wrestle?
Well, we're not quite. This is not the last match we'll see of Master P and the No Limit Soldier.
Yes. Specifically one No Limit Soldier. But
All right, but still wrestle. Fucking wrestle, man.
Yeah.
Somebody else got 2
Just-
wrestle, right?
just-
Who was it? Dennis Rodman. He got
Rodman,
a lot of
We like
wrestles.
him. Yeah.
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone in his pants. You like his pants.
That is a fucking lie.
After
Podcast over.
Done.
After things slow down, it's just spot to spot.
Yep.
Same thing we've always seen.
But not bad. None
fine.
of this is bad. I do have a thought though. Like, I feel like Conan the last couple of months has been mailing it in, and Kurt Hennig on the other side is doing like the best work he's done since we started watching this.
No doubt.
So like, I feel like these guys are just going on different career paths
Yeah.
at this point. Like, Kurt Hennig gives a shit, and
Yeah,
I love
and he
Kurt
looks
Hennig when he
great.
cares. Yeah.
Me too. I was so unimpressed by Kurt Hennig when he came in.
Oh, the Horseman shit.
The
Remember that?
Horseman
Yeah.
shit. And this is just so good. He's better as a tag team.
Yeah.
Since he got paired with Barry Windham and I guess Bobby whatever.
Yeah.
He's so much better.
He just He's killing it right now.
He is. He absolutely is. Everything he does on the mic is funny. Like, they led the pay-per-view with him, so people are paying attention. Like, you know, somebody knows that he can do this, so.
Anything else before the finish on this one?
Rap is crap.
Finish comes when Barry Windham, she just shows up, tries to take out Conan.
Which I'm fine with. I like Barry Windham.
Yeah.
The more of him, the better.
I love him. Dauber.
It's going to come on down there, Coach. What you guys doing down here?
Sure like that rap music,
That's
Coach?
great, yeah.
I feel like Craig T. Nelson would not appreciate Master P.
I don't have Craig T. Nelson.
Who does? He's not a...
Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, Christine.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm the coach.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like I'm a bona fide Craig T. Nelson impersonator.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do birthday parties.
That's what it sounds like when someone has to poop.
Christine.
$100. Me and Buff Bagwell will come to your house.
Mm-hmm.
He'll buff around. I'll Craig T. Nelson.
Get some Dauber in there?
Yeah, right. I'll tag along.
Dauber's not invited.
Nope.
He's Jerry Van Dyke.
We have the coordinators. No Dauber.
Yeah. Also, Buff Bagwell's not coming.
Just me showing up at your house, whether you want me to or not.
Christine.
It's like when Virgil goes to Comic Cons, like the Virgil and $1 Million Man. $1 Million Man's not coming. He wasn't even. He didn't even call him.
Who invited Virgil?
I wish I had a free lawyer. I'd sue the fuck out of Virgil.
So after Barry Windham jumps in and messes with Conan, we get Big Swole of the No Limit Soldiers.
Yeah.
Jumping out of the crowd and chasing down Windham. All of the No Limit Soldiers try to jump in too, and security just ushers them all to the back.
Big Swole.
Yeah. Would you like to know information about Big Swole?
Yes, please.
He is Master P's cousin.
Okay.
Who wanted to get into wrestling.
Sure.
There you go.
End of story.
End of story.
Story time over.
I also do remember a quote of Master P saying that basically WCW was paying him, this is true, quote, millions to show up and just dance around.
Well, sounds like a Vince boy.
Yeah. Millions.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like them.
Yep.
They haven't had a helicopter in a while, so.
Yeah. It's got to go somewhere.
Is there any more Road Wilds?
I think we're done.
I'm not sure. I'll have to double check.
Motherfucking boo.
There might be one more. There might be one more.
more.
Yeah, there is one more. There's one more.
Motherfucking yay.
And if I remember correctly, this is the one that has all the food stands in the back. They don't even move the ring, so you see like
people getting funnel cakes and
right,
shit.
Exactly. Yeah, people get like footlongs and.
Ray rolls up Duncombe for the pin at 10:44, and there we go. Big brawl outside.
Yep.
Everybody rushes to the back.
Okay.
Post match,
Yeah.
the heels get their heat back when they just hog tie Conan and Ray up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And beat the fuck out of them. The worst part is, like, so Master P and the No Limit Soldiers jump the barricade, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're there to fight the rednecks, and then they just run away and just let Rey Mysterio and Conan get the shit kicked out of them. How is any of this, like, okay? How is anyone looking at this like, yeah, keep going? So strange.
It's
fuck, guys.
Stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So
I adore the rap is crap angle.
Mm-hmm.
The Mr. P.
Mr. P.
Master P doesn't add anything to this. This could be literally anybody.
Yeah, right.
This could be Conan and Ray with their rap album. I mean, they put a rap album out.
You know what you're going to love? So they have Rap is Crap as their theme music for like a month or so, but then they get rid of it, and they have a new one called Good Old Boys, and it's just as good.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait.
Also sung by them.
I hope Jeff Jarrett comes back soon.
We're getting there.
A couple months.
Moving on to match number 5. Fuck You, the Cats, with Sonny Ono taking on Scott Norton.
Let me tell you something about this.
Brother,
dude. Oh, I definitely thought that dog was going to fall off the couch. So I'm going to jump a little bit here. Scott Norton does not come out.
Nope.
Horace fucking Hogan comes out instead, looking the worst. He is the least interesting man I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God, that's putting it lightly.
yeah.
But let me tell you something about your state in life. If I am upset that you came out instead of Scott Norton, Like, Scott Norton is like a D- player. And I was mad that it wasn't Scott Norton.
The only reason I was mad, like I was excited to make some Norton bot jokes.
I had
again.
so many lined up, and when it didn't happen, I have X-Pac heat for Horace Hogan for ruining that for me.
Yes, I was furious at him.
Yeah, I enjoy because of what we've built about Scott Norton. Every time I see him waddle out, I really do. So to be teased with that, to be Norton teased, I was Norton blue-balled, and I don't like that.
I wanted to see him
fucking. Did you see this man?
Yeah.
Nope, not that man. Wait for the other.
I fucking
man.
hate him too. I hate the cat.
I hate the cat too. But at least he's got jokes. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is not a wrestler. This is just a dude who wandered onto the fucking set.
Looks like a failed clone of Perry Saturn.
Yeah.
He looks like
it's like the Xerox of Perry Saturn clone
a
that
Xerox
just came
of
out.
a
Right.
Xerox.
Right.
Of
Yeah.
a
Yeah. Yeah.
Xerox.
That's too generous. Too generous, Ty. He's an abomination of a man. Look at the way he shaves his fucking. Look at that. Look at it.
Look at it.
He
Just look
shaves his shoulders, but not his chest like a man. And then he has that beard. He's a fucking zebra.
So we're expecting Sonny or Cat and Sonny Ono taking on Scott Norton. Horace Hogan just comes out and he's like, "Hey, last week on Nitro, you hit me with a crowbar, so I want to fight you again."
Again. Yeah.
And the Cat's like, "No, I busted your fucking balls,
Yeah.
man. Get the fuck out of
You
here."
lost. I attacked you. You lost. You're a bitch.
The Cat. The fucking Cat
Outsmarted.
is embarrassing you.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of the ring.
Really animated for this one.
I hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate him. And at this point, this is when we find out the NWO still exists.
Yeah, that was a surprise too.
I swear to God, I just thought he put on whatever pants he had. It was like he showed up to the ring. He was like, "Oh, hey, costuming. Can I? Where's my new tights? My non-NWO tights, since that angle's way over. Can I get ones that say like HH on the back
Just
or
Hogan.
like
I'll take Hogan.
Horace? Maybe a picture of me on my crotch. Anything? Can I just get anything?
Maybe Hogan's old gear.
Right, I'll take the red and yellow. He's not using it.
Oh, Norton's not here. Oh, we have his old NWO trunks. That's it. We got nothing. We got nothing. It says old Horace on it. Old ho-ho. I'll take that. Anything?
Those should be fucking delicious, man.
Yeah.
Take some ho-hos.
No, just Norton's jocks. Shit. Oh, I gotta use his cup too. Ah. Oh, I really wish he didn't have his face in there.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Let's just do it.
But this gets me on camera, right? Can I beat someone up? Oh, I'll wrestle the Cat. Oh, he's gonna win.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Still, this is better than Lightning. I guess I'm not on Lightning, so I mean, all right.
Let's look at Paige, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. And yes, I'll do your laundry too. Props department.
Yeah.
I
mean, God, I guess I'll do it.
Just
I mean,
whatever.
for
Just whatever gets me on
my
the
normal
screen.
paycheck, the 500,000.
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's great. I
Yes.
can do that. It's a little low.
I really wanted more.
The biggest fight these guys have to start is just with the English language. It's fucking terrible.
Why is this on here?
The Cat's like, "Norton, if you don't get out here in 3 minutes, I'm gonna go to my car, put on my karate gi, and start beating everybody's ass up in here."
And why would Norton care? Like, doesn't make any sense.
And then Horace comes out. He's like, "Ernest, you couldn't even beat up your own self, if you know what I mean."
And people are like, boo!
Fucking
Like,
boo.
yeah. Fans are so mad that this even exists.
I'm having a hard time getting mad because of how mad Greg is.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can. Oh man, that's just.
He took it. It's like he was doing a long con on me.
Took a month.
See this personally.
Yeah.
Scott, why don't you sit this one out? I'll pay you. This kid in 20 years is gonna be real fucking pissed that he didn't get a Norton bot. I'm gonna get him.
All I
This
wanted.
is the only pleasure I get in life because I'm fucking Horace Hogan.
It's like the fuck with
Pulling
this guy.
long cons on 33-year-old dudes with podcasts.
20 years from now.
I better not meet him. I got some words for old ho-ho.
I love that story, by the way, when you were sitting next to Tugboat and you had no idea.
I was just mad I didn't know he was the Shockmaster. I knew he was Tugboat.
Right. You had no idea that you were next to a WCW icon.
Yeah. That sucked.
So this is
well, I didn't know anything about Tugboat. Like, I'm not gonna I'm not like a real fanboy for like people in person, you know.
Yeah.
Like, if I have something to engage with you with, I'll do it. But I don't. If I go up to Tugboat, what am I gonna say? Hey, I really love your stuff.
Yeah, that striped shirt is pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, it's 3 sizes too small now, but
like, I don't know any of this stuff. If the conversation goes more than I really like your stuff, I'm fucked. Oh, what's your favorite match?
what do you think?
Silver dollar on a pole match? Carson City
something glove coal miners glove match.
Ooh. Oh, you weren't in that.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Your partner was? Okay.
Yeah.
I went through a wall once. Wait, what?
What? Who? In what way? Did your helmet come off?
This is a nothing match, no heat. Cat wins when Ono hands him a shoe out of a briefcase.
Red shoe. Jesus Christ.
He puts the shoe on and kicks him in the head, and then he's out. 5 minutes, 10 seconds. Who cares? How was that fucking shoe the deciding factor?
Yeah.
Shoes are tough, man. Let me hit you with that shoe.
They're wearing shoes all the time. They're wearing boots.
You were hitting them with the soft part. Maybe it was a loafer. Like a penny loafer sometimes have like wood in the heels. It was a wooded penny loafer. Mystery solved.
I hate the Cat.
At the Cat. What the fuck was up with those shoes?
The Cat so much. I hate his shtick. I hate everything he says. I hate the fact that he's wrestling Horace Hogan instead of fucking Scott Norton tonight. Everything about that.
If it was Scott Norton, I'd be like, oh, maybe Scott Norton just powerbomb him in fucking half.
Yeah, right, exactly. Scott Norton sometimes gets angry, and that's really fun for us. But
Scott Norton would have won this match.
Yeah.
Also, this is like a network thing. This isn't an actual fuck the cat thing. But I mean, fuck the cat.
Whoa.
But, his music that they, because it's obvious they used James Brown or was so close that they didn't want to pay him.
They got a strike.
So they replaced it with the most comical music I've ever heard in my life. It was like if someone who didn't know how to play the piano tried to play the Sanford and Son theme.
That's great.
It's like
it's to me, yeah. It's like if I sat you down in front of a piano and said, "Play carnival music for me."
It's so bad.
Yeah.
He may as well just come out to creepy Calliope music.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
I'd watch that.
I want to say something right now. This is a good part of the podcast to talk about this. I know you guys are both really upset that we didn't get any Scott Norton tonight, right? I mean, that's a big problem for us. No Scott Norton.
I don't like where this is going.
But
he's dead.
Nicole,
yes,
my beautiful fiance, has got you both covered.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't even see that there.
What the fuck?
So for Valentine's Day.
Oh my God!
For Valentine's Day, she found something here.
Oh my God! It says "beep boop" on it. Beep boop, fuck it.
These wonderful, beautiful little mailboxes for Valentine's Day that she has adorned with pictures of Scott Norton, and I think there's candy inside.
Oh my God!
But don't worry, Ty. There's another one here.
Look at this.
This one, if you notice, also has a picture on the side.
The robot.
You guys can play with the candy. You know, exchange candy afterwards. But listen, Scott Norton made an appearance. He's on the podcast.
Oh, Scott Norton.
Beep boop, fuck it. Yes.
Norton Bod. The return.
Oh wow!
Enjoy, guys.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Mark.
To brighten up our spirits for this one.
That helps.
That does.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I am. No, you don't get to beep boop. Fuck it. You just get to sit down. or don't. All right. Good boy.
Oh well, thank you guys so much.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Beep boop. Fuck it.
Anything.
Fuck it.
What part does the candy come out of?
Yeah.
Of the Norton bot.
Nostrils.
Oh, nostrils. Yeah.
Nostrils. Smarties.
It's also a lot of aggression when he gets them out too.
Right.
He's real mad
it's
about
an
it.
offensive move. Defend yourself.
Oh, right in my eye.
Oh, shit.
Get a Tootsie Roll up there.
That was a full whatchamacallit.
Move on from that just fuck it match to
God.
a video package for Flair and Piper.
Pass.
Highlight.
That's not enough.
No, we can't. No, you can't skip
Fuck.
it. We're talking about it right now.
The highlight for me was Piper calling himself both Phantom and Menace. Topical.
Topical, very.
No. I already thought the prequels
War.
couldn't get any worse. Now I have this hanging over my head.
Yeah.
And the Horsemen seem to be fed up with Ric Flair.
Yeah, the Horsemen are gone. Like, they talk about Benoit and Malenko leaving, so there are no Horsemen anymore.
Interestingly, like, this is what are they? What were they when they went to the WWE?
They were until 2000.
No, I know it's
they
not
were the
soon.
Radicals.
The Radicals, but this is like it. This is the three of them, right?
Right. And then Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero,
right?
Yeah. Where is Eddie Guerrero right now?
He's, like, hurt, I think. Actually, was this the time where he got... There's a part where in real life he like wrapped his car around a tree.
That was New Year's Day this year.
Okay, all right, yeah. So he was like legitimately like might not have wrestled again, but.
So now with match number 6 of the evening, we've got more presidency bullshit. Ric Flair with Arn and Asia taking on Roddy Piper, and as you know, Greg so eloquently puts it, greatest hits.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. This entire match is greatest hits.
This match is embarrassingly terrible.
We got chops. We got the Flair flop. We got the eye pokes.
We get the Flair flop 2 minutes in.
Yep.
Within 2 minutes of this the bell, he does the flop.
We got the Piper boxing.
I just wanted to stop.
Yeah. I will say this though, Piper did look good when he came out. He had like the kilt on. He looked jacked.
He looked
way better.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, than we've seen him in a long time. It's just the problem is these guys know each other very well, which is usually means like it's going to be a good match. But we've seen this. We know what they're going to do. I knew exactly how this match was going to go down.
This is 15 years of marriage. Hey,
right.
It's Tuesday. I'm just missionary for 15 minutes. Like, well, we're done.
15 minutes.
That's
oh my God,
super long.
You savage.
You're a monster.
So long. How do you sustain yourself?
Yeah.
How about 8 minutes and 16 seconds?
That's still really long.
Is that including taking my socks off?
Sure.
All right, because that's usually like a minute or so.
No foreplay on it.
Right. Well, I do this thing where I like loosen them a little bit and I just shake them off until the sock flops off.
I thought that was a sex move that you were doing right there. I thought
no.
You were rooming, or you were rooming it.
Don't be crass.
Okay.
We're
not crass on this podcast.
Don't be crass, Mark. Yeah. So all right, fine. 8 minutes. That includes the 4.5 minute sock toss.
Right. Sure.
What about the 2 minutes psych up in the bathroom?
Well, that's what the video package was.
That's the video package? Oh, my
And
God. That's still 4 minutes, Ty.
This does not also include the 40 minutes of crying at the end.
You're like a fertility god.
I've been married for 15 years yet, so, I mean...
So 4 and me? Yeah, that makes total sense.
Nothing's backed up or anything? It's impressive.
This is the bland missionary of wrestling
right.
matches.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to get over
Right.
here.
It's a wrestle match, sort of, you know.
It's just they know each other so well. It's just
it counts.
All right, we're just going through the motions.
Can we have a real world talk here?
Okay. Real world.
This is real world.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't watch WWE anymore.
Okay.
We watched the Rumble. That was the first thing I had seen in months. I didn't watch Elimination Chamber. I haven't watched Raw in probably 6 months. At what point would we have turned this off?
Probably the last match.
Like, you're a WCW fan.
Yep.
Are you still paying for these pay-per-views?
At this point, no.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing a lot of these pay-per-views. I don't remember seeing well, we're talking about it. There's something that happens later. I don't remember that happening live. So I saw that later and felt like, well, that was stupid. So I think by this point I had just gotten fed up, or I was just so enthralled with the WWF. You know, you can only afford one pay-per-view a month.
Yeah.
Back then, I was paying for the WWF. It was a better product.
Yep.
I feel like if I was even as a rabid fan, which I'm not and I wasn't, I would have stopped paying for these pay-per-views probably at the beginning of this year. Basically, the logo change.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Right.
Like basically what Mark said. I mean, I was never a huge WCW fan at this time, which is why one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to do this, because to experience everything.
Yeah.
Like King of the Ring '98 was when I really started getting heavy into wrestling. Like once you hear like, did you guys see this fucking guy Mankind almost died? It's like, well, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to see that now, but when I was 14, that's fuck, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we didn't commit to this so hard, I would have stopped doing this a while ago.
It's just the amount of money too you used to spend on this stuff. It was just after the fourth one in a row where like this just isn't worth it. How many main events end in a fucking screw job, a DQ? Like you feel like you're not getting your money's worth.
If I had been doing this for my own personal edification, if I was like, oh, I got the network, I'm gonna watch all the WCW pay-per-views, just like while I play League or whatever, I definitely would have stopped a long time ago.
It stopped being like it's. I know. And I'll talk more about it at the end, but it's one of those like we know what's coming. We just have to get there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I feel like Ty, I've never been impressed by this. Like
I know, neither have I. Maybe for a handful of matches I've been into it, but I do not remember the last pay-per-view that at the end of after everything's been said and done, I was like, oh yeah, I was hyped for that.
Yeah,
that was great all the way through.
I don't think there's been a single. Well, for you there was, but I mean, like, I don't think there was a single one where we thought consistently from start to finish it was spectacular.
War Games? There was a good War Games in there.
Yeah,
I think that might have been the best pay-per-view we ever saw.
And that Halloween Havoc last year was pretty good. I think 98.
I don't remember that.
I think that was the Warrior one.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we don't want that one.
Well, I mean,
you're right. There probably was a.
I'm not going to say. Obviously, not everything's going to be 100%.
Right.
No point. I don't think anything's ever going to be like.
Yeah.
Even the best pay-per-views of all time still have a
right. There's
clunker.
A couple bad ones, but you most of the time though, when you finish a pay-per-view, you have a good feeling. Oh, that was money well spent.
Yeah, we watched that SummerSlam, that WWE SummerSlam '98.
Yeah.
And that was one of the best pay-per-views I've ever seen, and there was still a dud.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens. The Mark Marrow Sable, whatever.
Yeah.
You just saw Roddy Piper give the "fuck you" gesture, gesture. They're obviously going for like a more mature something. They're still bad at it. Like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that Die Hard movie that was rated R, and then they took out all the swear words and cut out all the violence. And like, it's still kind of violent, and it's still like a mean movie, but it's like grossly neutered. That's this, man.
Yeah.
They cut out all the swear words and the violence.
Once again, I hate to harp on it, but we're in the middle of the WWF Attitude. Like,
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, this is
them. They're starting to try to get those viewers
because they're so far behind, Greg. Like,
gutless.
Oh no!
Yeah.
This is
right.
gutless.
Right.
They want to be more. They want to be like them. They want to be more edgy, but they
don't know how to do it.
They don't have like the testicular fortitude to just take the jump.
You're gonna have Ric Flair out there, like an old guy who's got a legacy, and tell him. I mean, yeah, I guess he does essentially say he's gonna fuck ladies, but he's not gonna say, "Yo, Medusa, come get this dick." He's gonna say, "Oh, Rad Space Mountain, woo!"
Yeah, right.
If you want to have Buff Bagwell come out and say, "Hey, Medusa, come get this dick," maybe, but that's gonna take away from Ric Flair's stuff.
The problem is, by playing their game, they're showing their weakness.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, in my eyes, they really only had two options. The first was do it right. Okay, we show titties. They show titties. We show titties. They show blood, we show blood. They just give people the finger. You know what I mean? The other one was stick to your fucking guns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Saturday morning cartoon shit. Hulk Hogan is a hero. Yokozuna is a villain. Like, the heroes win. The villains lose. Very simple shit. One or the other.
Yeah, and especially in that Southern fan base, that's what worked for decades. Like, that's what people there like to see. The old NWA, the old Crockett stuff. People enjoyed good guys versus bad guys with the heels basically dominating 90% of the feud, and then in the end, the good guys win.
And I get it. Like, they were at the highest of the high, and they want to keep stretching for that. But if they just stuck to their guns and had a real identity and were who they should have been, they might still exist. Like, they're never going to hit those Hogan levels. They're never going to be WWE. Please don't eat that, you shit. They're never going to be WWE, but they may still exist.
Yeah. Well, think about how many. I mean, TNA still exists in some form.
Right.
I mean, look how badly they fucked up. I mean, and they're still around. So you're right. I mean, honestly, a couple decisions, WCW could have still been around had they stuck to what they were good at. and as opposed to try to change himself. And also, one thing too, Bischoff has gone on record saying he wanted to be. He's like, look at all the guys in WWF. The sponsorships are going to drop those guys because they're edgy and they're showing tits and they're violent. It's like no Coca-Cola is not going to want that. Pepsi's not going to want that. McDonald's isn't going to want that. They fucking did because the rating numbers were through the roof.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you get the parent, like whatever council. Parent television council,
PTC,
trying to get you off the air. That's gonna draw some fucking numbers. It's like they want these guys off the air. Can't be that bad, can it?
Right.
Whoa, look at Sable's titties.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this male porn star gyrating.
Yep.
Oh, check out this guy's flipping people off and telling his boss to go eat a dick. I'm in.
It's just you're right, Greg. They wanted to be different, but they didn't want to commit all the way to it, so they did this half-ass thing, and it came off campy. It came off ridiculous. It just didn't work.
It's like give Ric Flair a skateboard.
But make sure he never rides the skateboard.
Yeah, right.
He just carries it.
All right, Rick, do a trick. Oh shit. All right, cancel that. Cancel the skateboarding segment.
Oh boy.
Ric Flair's out again.
Yep. Oh, he's bleeding.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Oh god.
So after the greatest hits, anything before the finish on this one?
No. It really this is the greatest hit you see. If you want to see Ric Flair do all of his moves, all of his little spots, there you go.
Roddy Piper has the all-time worst clotheslines I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're really bad.
This is pathetic.
Well, the dude he can still barely wrestle. His knees are still knackered.
His hips are shit.
His hips are fucked.
Yeah, but like this is I don't even know. This is like an over 55 softball league. It's like, yes, you're technically hitting the ball.
And then taking a drink.
Yeah. Jimmy, stop drinking on the way to first. Fuck, you're out. How do we never score any goddamn runs in this league.
Every game is 0-0. Ends after the third inning.
Yeah. Call it for darkness.
So Flair remembers his brass knuckles tonight. Blasts Piper with him. Piper gets Flair in the figure 4. Arn holds his hands down to what's going on right now.
Yep.
And then Buff comes in, and he's like, oh, I'm going to stand up for you. And then fucking Buff gets Piper DQ'd.
Yeah, it's real stupid.
Right. Like, that, when he first comes in, Piper's like, oh, yeah, whatever. Like, go ahead. Like, do whatever you want. And then he gets DQ'd, and Piper instantly is like, wait, no, that's not what I want. No. So, like, I feel like Piper's kind of stupid.
He doesn't even do that. He even gives him, like, a little tap.
Right,
It's like, yeah, nice job. Thanks. I appreciate the save. I was going to lose that anyway.
Right.
And then he just lays into Buff Bagwell.
Nobody knows who's the heel and who's the face here. Everybody's all over the place. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it's directionless. All these angles are directionless.
It's supposed to be a weird Piper heel turn.
I guess. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because in lieu of not having this match, after this, Piper just becomes vice president and Flair's president.
Or you could have just won and kept doing your thing.
Yeah, but then you can't beat up Buff Bagwell and set up this angle that I'm sure is going to just...
And once again, WCW just showing the same thing. All the old guys are winning. All the young talent's being shoved down.
Remember that time that Hulk Hogan came out with that wig?
Yeah, that was great. And then Macho wore it?
Yeah. Where's Hulk Hogan?
Also probably hurt.
Yeah, I think he's still injured.
He might have owies.
Yeah, from
that
2 months ago.
Yeah, that 4-way match where he got hurt halfway through. Although he was already hurt.
He was hurt coming in. Yeah.
Right.
Why can't Hogan come out and cut a fucking promo? It's literally all he's good at.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't he cut a promo?
Because, like, if you're recuperating from surgery or something, you don't want to be flying on planes fucking everywhere. You know?
No. Fucking get on a plane and cut a promo, you twat.
Well, you like the Hogan promos that we've seen so far, right?
Yeah, his promos are great.
Would you like it if he maybe changes the color scheme of his gear when he comes back?
Did he cut the same promos?
Nope.
Yappa.
Moving on to a Rick Steiner versus Sting package.
Here we go.
Oh my god, I forgot this was happening.
Who even fucking, like, they have a cage match and Tank Abbott's there.
Yeah, our first Tank Abbott sighting of the WCWTF podcast.
Huzzah.
Get used to him.
Does Tank Abbott ever lose a leg?
What?
No.
Lose a leg? Who loses a leg? What?
I feel
Who
like
are you thinking about?
I don't know.
He does not lose a leg.
All right. Who am I thinking about?
I don't know.
I cannot even possibly think.
Sid?
No, I just remember I very distinctly remember Tank Abbott with a prosthetic leg.
Does he have a leg because of like diabetes, or does he lose one
of Mad Dog Vachon?
Yes, Mad Dog Vachon gets his leg torn off at one point and then uses a weapon. Yeah, you would have liked that. That was WWF.
Let's Google that.
No, I think we saw that on.
Oh, was that WCW?
No, I think that's actually is on our Patreon episode.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I must say we've definitely reviewed that together. Yeah. By the way, buy that Patreon episode. It's really good, and you get to hear us talk about Mad Dog Vachon getting his leg ripped off.
So Rick is TV champion. This match is non-title, no DQ, and Falls Count Anywhere.
I like Rick being like the shadow version of Scott Steiner. So his like beard is just reversed.
Oh, it's the match kicks off. Like Sting starts off hot.
Yeah,
he's like he fires in, and then he realizes, oh, Rick is just trying to be Scott 2.0 now. Take a drink for every second that Steiner that Rick sells during this match. You'll be stone sober by the end of it.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, dudes. I like this though. I like that we finally had. This is different. Like Rick Steiner as a bad guy. That's at least not the same match we've seen over and over and over again. Like at least we have a new character involved in this upper mid card level. I like that. I do. And plus, we haven't seen Sting and Rick Steiner ever fight each other. To me, at the beginning of this, there's a lot to like.
Update. Tank Abbott has both legs.
Okay, that's good to know.
I just thought you might want to confirm.
Was that in Wikipedia? Was that the first sentence?
Yes.
Did you Google how many legs does Tank Abbott have?
Dual leg.
I looked up Tank Abbott leg.
Yeah.
Turns out he's got him.
Well,
good.
Mystery solved.
There you go. Rest easy, WCWTF listener universe. Tank Abbott has his legs.
The one listener we have now.
Tank Abbott. Holy shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
Honey, the tests came back.
Verified. Let me check Wikipedia. Yep.
Confirmed. We're going to Sizzler tonight.
Scissors closed?
Shit. Cut my legs off.
I haven't left the house in 20 years.
I thought I was crippled.
Yeah. We're going to bed again.
Turns out I was just in the toilet for too long. And got
Drown round. Call it up.
The toilet screaming, hoo-doo!
I mean, Rick looks awesome.
Looks amazing.
Yeah,
Best
really
he's
does.
ever looked.
Right.
But I hate us. He wrestles like Scott.
But that's like the point. He's supposed to like be emulating Scott at this point. So like it's okay in the context of this match.
I don't think I hate the match though.
Yeah. I liked it. I was all right with this.
Sting actually looked like he gave a shit.
Right.
For once.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Then he just kind of starts phoning it in because he realizes he's not getting a 5-star match out of this.
It was definitely a good thing that they made this like a no DQ false count anywhere because that way they can go through, they brawl through the crowd.
It's not a Great American Bash if there's not a crowd brawl. This one sadly did not have a picnic.
No.
Get up.
Man. And Macho was here too.
Yeah.
At one point Sting gets the Scorpion Deathlock on and Bobby's like he's right in the middle of the ring, he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Before he finishes saying it, no tension.
Yeah.
Rick's not selling shit. Bump.
Yeah, not even like a stretch. It was just like, eh.
Yeah. And Shivani's like, he got the ropes.
That looked a lot farther away.
Yeah, and Heenan was like, I thought it was farther away.
Yeah.
That's a pretty funny line.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
That was the laziest Scorpion Deathlock of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rick doesn't bend that way.
Yeah. Guy's more of a...
I could put a better lock on you, man. And you're
probably
basically crippled. You're a Tank Abbott over there.
Missing both your legs, your left arm,
Yeah.
your shoulder.
You're half robot now. Just like
Bob.
Tank Abbott.
Check his Wikipedia page.
Confirmed.
$6
Half
million
robot.
tank.
Missing appendage, half robot, Tank Abbott.
Friend to Nortonbot.
Who keeps on editing my Wikipedia page?
Someone awesome.
Yeah.
How do you edit a Wikipedia page? Can I do that?
Yeah, just go to the bottom and hit edit.
Oh,
It's so easy.
I'm going to have such an eventful night.
So they anything before we get towards the finish on this one?
Oh, what a finish.
I mean, I think the big thing to talk about is the finish on
Yeah,
this.
of
Yes,
course.
absolutely is.
So they do the traditional Great American Bash walk and brawl
Walking, bro. Yep.
as we all expect.
Gotta have it.
They go to the internet position,
Oh my God.
and then Chris Jericho's just there hanging out.
Oh, unbelievable.
I was so because I thought we had sent him goodbye. I just assumed he was gone at this point, And the fact that he's
I
there.
thought he was gone too.
Yeah, the fact that he's there at the WCW internet position with Mark fucking Madden doing nothing. Nothing. Booker T wasn't on this card. Chris Jericho wasn't on that card. There you go, 10-minute match right there.
Well, they're finishing his D push. He's out the door.
I know. It's just so frustrating.
Oh my god, I was livid.
So was I. I was like, actually, like, I wrote in caps. I was just so pissed. What the flying fuck is my exact words. Oh, I was so mad when I saw that, Ty.
So
was Greg.
Furious. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was just a dude who looked like Chris Jericho, and I thought Shivani was cracking a joke.
Nope.
That's him.
That's where they put him to end his
Why was he even there?
Got to use him.
Because WCW, I don't know if we've talked about this, would have everybody.
No, I know that.
Every show.
Why was he out there? What was happening during a match?
He was being at the WCW the internet position, probably doing commentary for the website.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Instead of actually use him for a match.
So we go, we brawl backstage, and we cut to a seamless pre-recorded footage.
Oh my God, that was a train wreck stop right there.
Go ahead, talk about it.
As they walk through the curtain, Tank Abbott starts choking Sting out with a towel.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Steiner runs into frame and starts waving in like he's waving someone home. Go, 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 go. Sting staggers over, and two fucking Dobermans just run. Like, they cut to a shot of them running down the hallway.
Yes.
Cut back, and this Doberman's just like jumping up on Sting.
Looks like he's trying to help him.
Right,
yeah.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the rag that Tank Abbott conveniently choked him with.
Oh, is that what it was?
So that way he can hold the dog at bay, because I'm sure the dog is trained to attack the rag or something like that.
That's actually pretty clever.
And then they throw in a Rottweiler.
A Rottweiler who just is shown running.
Oh yeah.
And then
never again.
We get a cut to the Uncle Train.
Yeah. Then we do a fade wipe.
Right.
Yes.
To a hallway and just a line of security, just like hup 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 hup. We're going to help Sting, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go get those dogs.
Right.
Cut to commentary. It's like, wow, that wasn't stupid.
Yeah, they're like, oh God, oh God, oh God.
That was two Dobermans and a Rottweiler.
Yep.
But we're not done yet. The Steiners come out, dragging one of the refs in tow.
Mm-hmm.
Grab the mic. Scott says, I'm going to paraphrase it here. It was my understanding that falls cut anyway. 1, 2, 3. Just because we're too brutal. And 1, 2, 3. Raise his hand.
My God.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah, he is. And then they spend the next 5 minutes on the mic.
Oh, yeah. They just keep on going.
Yeah, we're talking about how the Steiner brothers are here to dominate. Oh, the NWO, by the way.
Yeah, we're back in the NWO.
We're back in the NWO. Okay, I guess that's a thing. Just on and on. And then, you want to talk about what Rick Steiner says about Baltimore, Greg?
What exactly does he say? He's like, this is the shittiest city?
Yeah, right.
No, unbleeped.
Unbleeped,
yep.
Yeah.
Even on the network, they're like, whatever, let it roll.
Yeah.
Can't bleep the truth.
And then they flip off everyone, and Scott does the fucking fuck you
the baseball
arm gesture again.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
The ending to this.
Wow. This is infamous. This is one of the WCW, one of their more famous moments.
It is.
How would you describe the cinematography when they get backsstage? Like, what how does that? Is it amateur hour? Would you call it, or is it
dramatic, impactful,
life changing,
auteuristic? Mm-hmm. Craig Leathers finally fucking did it, guys.
Yeah,
he
man.
Crafted the perfect scene.
Right. They're like, okay, well, we have a 90-second scene. Craig, do you want to get on this? And Craig showed up wearing like the knickers.
That's right.
And he had like the big hat, you know,
the
like
old timey megaphone.
Right, the megaphone, right? He's like, the old director's chair.
Got the
and
blackboard.
Yeah.
Dogs. 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 Ah, fuck. I'll get him myself.
Q Steiner.
Yep.
No, bigger. Guys, we only have so many takes we can do of this.
Windmill your arm.
Get me more dogs. Do we have a Doberman anywhere? How about a Rottweiler? These Chihuahuas won't do. He keeps hurling them off of him.
Send him back. Get him out of here.
And Uncle Train, go.
That was his time to shine. That was the head of securities, Doug Dillinger. That was, man, he had to lead the Uncle Train.
Who do I have to blow to get more Nash wipes?
Nash?
Yeah.
Oh.
More dogs!
Still trying to cram that woman into the back. Get in there!
So we moved from...
Wait, can we just...
yeah, I'm sorry.
I didn't actually comment on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Continue.
This is perfect.
Really?
Oh, it's just perfect.
I knew you were going to love this. I knew the minute I saw this that you were going to have a heart-on for this scene.
This is exactly what I love about wrestling. It's just so fucking stupid.
Yes, it is.
And it's amazing. He got attacked by dogs. Like, come on. So we've had so much bullshit, just boring bullshit. The cat comes out and he wrestles Ho-Ho. The fucking... The wall comes out and wrestles that guy with the shirts. It's just a bunch of bullshit. But then he gets attacked by dogs, guys. Like, how stupid and wonderful, because that can't happen in anything.
No.
Name anything else on the face of the planet where it can end with just someone getting attacked by dogs.
Cops.
That's one.
All right, name 2 things on the face of the planet where things can just end when you get attacked by dogs.
Remember when Fox used to have when animals attack?
Yeah.
This is perfect. This is completely unique and never done in any other form.
I knew you would love this.
The Kennel from Hell match.
Perfect.
Yep.
They ripped it off.
Also perfect.
How Vince was sitting and watching WCW and said, "Look how great that shit with the dogs is."
Can we put it in a cage?
Put it in a cage, and you know what that made? Perfect.
Can the dogs hump each other?
Real world talk. This is stupid. I really love it. I love it because it's stupid. Wrestling is at its best when it's inane and retarded, or not retarded. We don't say that word. Stupid.
You know what though? They took a chance with something different.
Look, it's silly. It's fucking silly, and it looks silly, and it's stupid. I'm not denying that it's stupid, but like, at least they're fucking trying, man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I didn't like any of this. I did not like this match.
What do you
I
like?
couldn't stand the ending, but listening to you talk about it, it warmed my heart.
Yay!
I'm not even kidding. Like, you know what? Maybe it wasn't that bad.
In this barren desert of WCW, it's nice to find a little bit of an oasis here. And like we got this, it's so cheesy and it's so goofy and it's so kitschy. It's like it was fun to see it again. Maybe that because I this was like a big moment in WCW's like history and its lore. The stupid dog attack of Sting. So to actually watch it happen unfold, I actually forgot up until they went backstage. I'm like, oh shit. Is this where the fucking dogs show up? And it was. I was happy. I was happy that I got to see that again, you know?
I was just slogging through this pay-per-view. Like,
right.
God damn it, I have to watch this fucking thing for the podcast tomorrow, whatever. And that happened, and like, genuine elation came over me. It was like, what the fuck? What is happening right now? I was happy. I was happy it's like finding an oasis in a desert.
Right. And as long as you're happy, that's what wrestling should be about. You should be entertained. Were you sports entertained?
Of course.
There you go.
He got attacked by a dog. Here it comes.
3 dogs.
Here it is, yeah. I also really enjoy Tank Abbott when you first see him. We're going to do like a play-by-play here.
Hey, Jericho.
Watch how casual Tank Abbott is when you first see him. It's really funny. Yeah.
Yeah, good podcast.
Yeah, great. Yeah, if you're watching the video, you're really enthralled by this. Right now.
It's real hard to see, even on that.
Hold on,
it's hard to see.
but Tank will show up real soon.
Hold on, wait. We just gotta. There we go.
just hanging out.
Yeah.
So
amazing.
Definitely a memorable match.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I like the end too, like when they just strong armed the ref. It was like. Fucking say I win or I'm gonna punch you.
Yeah.
You really want to get punched?
That part I loved.
Well, that's also like part of their storyline. They're bullies of the refs. Like that's a big thing. Like nobody wants to ref Steiner matches because they're afraid of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, sadly, you can't see shit.
No, I can't see.
God
shit
damn
right
it!
next to
I know. Normally, you can actually see but you can't see shit right now. That sucks.
All right.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Moving on to our tag team title package. I'm going to try to break this down for you guys because it took me forever to fucking figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was confusing.
This is 8 weeks of story from 4 weeks of shows that they condensed into 2 minutes.
Okay.
The booking's all over the place. So we've got DDP and BBB, Bam Bam Bigelow,
Triple B,
beating up Raven. So Kanyon and Saturn have to defend their tag team titles. Before this happens, DDP BBB beat up Kanyon. So now it's a 2v1 against Saturn, which they win easily when Kanyon shows up, takes one punch from DDP, and they lose their titles. In the back, Ric Flair offers to hook Benoit up with a title shot, and he'll be his partner. But when they have their title shot, Flair leaves and leaves Benoit stranded. So Saturn comes in for the save. Benoit and Saturn win the titles, and when Kanyon comes in to celebrate with them, Kanyon turns on Saturn and joins up with DDP BBB.
Okay. Well,
I think my nose has started to bleed.
we have the triad, at least. They're fun.
They're awesome.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
Yeah, they are.
It's just, it's such convoluted booking. Here's where we are. Here's where we want to be. How many steps does it take us to get there?
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It's
anything where Raven's involved, I'm always usually a fan of. So, and I mean, honestly, getting Kanyon to this level is worth it. Like, he is
absolutely.
Especially in this match, he is so damn good.
Some of my favorite things about wrestling is when you try to explain it to non-wrestling fans.
Oh yeah.
You're like, yeah, they're a tag team, but they don't like each other. They're forced to do it because this one got into a fight with Stephanie McMahon earlier. And he is wrestling against him because he took his thing 3 weeks ago. And they used to be a tag team a year ago. And they don't like each other either. It's like, no, he's just a leprechaun.
I had a buddy at work who I got into wrestling. And he never watched it growing up. He just but he watched the show. This is about 6-7 years ago. And he came up to me at work and goes, "Is there a connection between Kane and The Undertaker?" And I'm like, "Oh, settle down." It's like, you better hunker down for this one because let me tell you the backstory.
Right. So yeah, this is silly, but it took 8 weeks. If we were watching all the Nitros, it might make sense.
No, I mean, it was 4 weeks, but they condensed 8 weeks of story.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. They crammed a lot.
I don't know.
I think this one could have simmered a bit, but they just fire through it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
get to that pay-per-view, man.
Yeah.
But look at the end result was good.
End results, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
This was a phenomenal match.
It really was great.
This was a lot of fun. We find out that the dogs are no longer attacking Sting.
It's good to know.
So, got those separated.
It'd be great if halfway through the match, and they're still on him. We should send somebody?
Scott just brought in 4 more Rottweilers.
The cut to Sting backstage. There's like 12 dogs now. There's in various stages of lying down and eating and just.
What's with all the dogs, woman?
Yeah.
Clerks animated series. Boy, talk about obscure references.
Oh, yeah.
It's a deep cut.
It really. That's a deep cut even by Clerks animated series.
Yeah.
Did we say that the other day?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't. If we both pulled that out of the ether.
Yeah, that's amazing. You've been married twice? You married a guy twice?
Yeah, this match is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Kanyon and DDP have some real fun offense in this one. Kanyon is really shining. When he first showed up, they talked about his innovative offense. They've got some fun stuff. He does a neck tuck to, I think, Saturn.
Yeah, I love that spot.
And then DDP dives off, double axe handles him right in his exposed, back and neck. That was fun.
Right, where he wasn't paying attention. That would fucking hurt in real life.
Kanyon is a phenomenal wrestler.
Oh, my God.
Holy
is he ever.
shit.
Kanyon and DDP, where have you been? This is what I want.
Yeah.
I want more of this because you guys are fucking great.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I like Bam Bam running interference on the outside.
That's
that
a
was
good
great
role
too.
for him.
Yeah.
I like Bam Bam. And, he's grown on me.
Me too, a lot.
Yep.
Those hardcore matches he did were pretty good. This DDP match is real good.
Yeah.
His role in the
he's just
triad
he's always constantly involved. You got the other team, Benoit and Saturn did a great job of always having to be aware of where Bam Bam was because they didn't want to get have him Shanghai him on the outside. That was great. This is the second Benoit match in a row that I've really enjoyed too.
Oh, yeah.
So not to take away from him and Saturn, because they both those guys had a
For
very
sure.
good match too.
Yeah. This is just hitting on all sixes here.
Yeah. Really fun tag team match. And I've talked about this on the last couple of podcasts. This is like the fourth pay-per-view now where we've had an awesome tag match. Like there've always been the last couple they've been hitting their stride really well in tag team wrestling in WCW. So if you're looking for like a gem in this era, like tag team wrestling is very good right
Even
now.
the fucking Bobby Duncan Jr.
Right, that was good
Yeah.
too. Right.
That
was as good a match as it could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's go out of your way to watch it, but on this pay-per-view, it is a fucking diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
It might be. Honestly,
Canyon is
Canyon and DDP work so fucking well
Seamless.
together that
Yeah.
this is really worth watching.
It reminded me of like going old school like Midnight Express type of stuff. Like it was very like they had the great heel dynamic going back and forth, a lot of quick tags, and then you have your outside interference running it. It just was really fun to watch.
Bam Bam essentially just being Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
Actually participating in the match a little bit besides standing there with the belt.
Yeah, they did a really great
Fun
job
match.
of cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Lots of like good distractions of the ref to do some pretty innovative moves to each other.
Yeah. I wrote down that axe handle spot. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
That was a really fun spot.
Anything else before we move on?
No, I'm good.
Finish of the match. Benoit and Saturn head to opposite corners as Canyon and DDP are on the ground. Benoit dives off, does his diving headbutt to Canyon. I don't know what fucking Saturn's problem is, man. He gets to the top rope, stands up, looks, see that DDP is standing there, and just dives into a diamond cutter.
He's like a computer that's in the middle of a program and just constantly reboots. It just every time he's in the middle of something important, he just reboots.
He's got frame lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to like quarter circle forward punch. He's trying to Hodoken, but he can't get the Hodoken off because it's just lagging too hard.
My God.
So he's out. I actually wrote down he dives straight into a diamond cutter like an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malenko shows up, pulls Saturn out of the ring. DDP and BBB hit Benoit with an elevated diamond cutter. Looks sick.
Looks great.
Yeah. Really fun move.
Then they pull Canyon onto Benoit for the win at 19-13. Longest match of the night.
We gotta talk about the run-in though.
The Malenko run-in.
Yeah.
Really strange.
Yeah, he
Awful.
he runs
So
in.
stupid.
He pulls Saturn out, and then he's like, it looks like he's trying to help him.
Yeah, he's like
also,
checking on him. He's like, what are you doing? Like, let him alone. I mean,
That's what distracted the ref for them to enable the double diamond cutter.
Right.
But it didn't make any sense to me that the ref was upset. Like literally nothing was happening.
yeah, he's not attacking him. He's helping him.
Right. He didn't cause any threat. He was just there, and the ref was like so insanely distracted by this. And what was so stupid is that they had done a great job the entire match of making logical reasons why the ref would be distracted, and then it ends on like a total bullshit region.
Yeah, and the ref is super distracted for a really long time, even after that,
Oh, yeah.
that diamond cutter hits. Like, DDP is like stalling. He's like, come on.
Yeah, he has to like grab.
That just said Brian Knobs.
Yeah, I know it did. Yeah.
Well, that's stupid.
He has enough time to like try to pin Benoit. Realize, oh wait, no, I'm not the one who's legal right now. Stand up, grab Canyon, drag him over, make himself a nice cup of tea.
Yeah. Do his taxes.
Yeah.
Mow the lawn. Watch the extended cut of Fellowship of the Rings.
You know what? Just even a nice ref bump, interference. Unless you're trying to make Malenko look like a complete dick.
They don't do a lot of ref bumps anymore, like
No.
actual bumps.
Yeah.
That's a Vince, like that's a Russo thing, a hardcore.
Cool.
That comes back.
Can't wait.
Yeah, but like solid match.
Yeah. No, really, really fun one.
Great
19,
match.
19 minutes. I did not feel that at
No,
all.
not at all.
all.
Not at all. As opposed to that first match, which was 5 minutes and felt like it was 20
Holy
minutes.
fuck, Brian Knobs. Fuck you. Christ. I'm hungry.
Moving on to our
Some
main event.
burritos.
Moving on to our main event video package.
Which we've already seen.
Yep, we talked about it a little bit. Savage is crazy. He likes to put makeup on Nash's face.
A little weird.
You're so wacky.
Yeah.
And obviously an appropriate retaliation for getting makeup put on your face is...
dumping a bunch of sewage into your limo.
Yep, here's E. coli. Die in a fire, macho.
Make sure your mouth is open when we do this. Got it.
So Macho grabs a big bucket of it. It looks like oatmeal, but it's supposed to be poop.
Yeah, right. It's supposed to be poop, but clearly not poop.
Ooh, that's fermenting.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I don't like this angle.
Hold on, because we have the best part of this entire angle comes up. Nash, you stupid Pierce.
It was so funny. It was like Macho Man doing a Russian accent.
Yeah. That's when the contortionist showed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing a Russian accent.
Maybe.
Oh no, it was vice versa.
So because Nash is like, hey, I got my gear here, which I didn't wear.
Yeah, right.
To the ring,
which is in a giant.
He
duffel
thought it was
bag.
groceries.
Nash groceries.
So Nash dives out. Macho like turns around and starts yelling at him, and the zipper on this bag opens up, and this redheaded contortionist girl just.
How do you cast that?
Yeah, I know. How do you find something like that?
I don't think that would go over nowadays if you just pop on Craigslist looking for girl who will fit in duffel bag.
Must like poop. And macho men.
Looking for woman who fits in duffel bag to cover friend in poop.
Yep.
Best Craigslist ad ever.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We should put that up, see what happens.
We'd get a lot of responses.
Yeah.
From the police.
From Buff Bagwell. $100.
Yeah. Everything's $100.
So this is all basically like Looney Tunes bullshit. And then,
But with shit.
Yeah.
and
I don't
then
condone shit.
it's wackiness. It's like, oh, yeah, makeup, poop, double poop. And then it ends with attempted murder.
Yeah, because like Medusa basically like seduces Nash, basically says that you're gonna fuck the three of us, her and Gorgeous George and Molly Holly, which is poor Molly. Thank God she got out of that fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nash is like, "Yep, gonna fuck you." And then they just leave. He's like, "Yeah, get in this limo." And you know, we just got out. You get in. And he's like, "Okay, I'll get in." And then they just leave him. And they're like, "Bye, Nash."
He's like, bye, sucker.
Yeah, right.
And it's the window goes down. Where to, Stephanie? It was, where you going, Nash? You stupid Pierce. He drives him 5 feet and then he just ducks out of the limo.
Yep. And then
The infamous white Hummer.
yes.
It doesn't even look that violent.
What's that? No, it didn't look that violent at all. I love, though, after the white Hummer rams the limo, Nash breaks a window and then opens the door from the outside. Like, clearly it opened, Nash.
No,
You didn't have to do that.
I thought the window was already broken. He just
No,
kinda
he
smashes
it. Yeah.
But it's then too weak to do anything.
Right. He
He's
smashes
like,
it.
"Blah."
People need to know that I'm still in here.
Right.
It wasn't just
It's
like,
a
That I'm not
magic
dead.
trick.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
a Vince McMahon explosion.
So what's
magic trick.
infamous about this white Hummer?
No one
All
knows
right.
who drove it.
Yes. To this day, it was never explained who drove the white Hummer, and they try to make this a big thing over the next couple things.
Really?
So there's like somebody who they think is it. It's not. They talk about how it could be like anybody from like Scott Hall to Hulk Hogan to Carmen Electra. Not a joke.
Can't we just assume it was Sid Vicious?
That would make the most sense,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not.
Mm-mm.
They go eventually. They say like it's not him. He didn't do it, and then they just let it peter out.
They bring this back, and it becomes a huge angle.
Yes.
Where they have other angles of the accident where you try to make out who it is, but the Hummer changes colors, and
Yeah.
which is just blatant continuity errors. It's
Right.
not like them trying to pull one over. It's like, check out this. We have a video from another angle, and it's just like Rikishi waving.
Luger is convinced that it's Hulk Hogan, which is I remember there's scenes where Luger has like all these pictures that he shows to people, and it's just like Hogan near a Hummer, but the Hummer's like black. It's like you fucking idiot, Luger. It's like you can't
What,
even
he
tell colors.
Painted it.
Yeah.
What if he's like a dog, but he can only see two colors? But those colors are like blue and yellow.
That makes sense for him.
I don't see a difference, guys.
Guys, what's going on? I don't see it.
I don't see things in that way. We live together in harmony.
I don't see most color.
Yeah. The only color I care about is the color of baloney. That's it.
Blue.
Blue.
That's why it's called Blue
Blue-
Oni.
Blue Oni. Yeah. Read a book, guys.
Oh. So yeah, it's just one of those never solved mysteries.
Yep. But it goes on fucking forever,
And it
Greg.
will not be the last time we talk about
No.
it.
Why don't you just make it Sid Vicious?
This
He
goes
shows
on
up and helps Macho. He's obviously on his team, and no one knows. And then that makes sense why you wouldn't show it.
because a year from now, or a month from now, when Vince Russo comes in, we bring the whole angle back.
Yes.
A year and a month from now, at Bash at the Beach 2000, they're still talking about this fucking limo.
I know.
Love wrestling.
I know. I'm so excited for it.
Especially when Russo gets his hands on this.
This is like two of the most infamous nights.
Yeah, right.
Two of the most infamous things in wrestling happened like so close to each other.
Amazing.
So we head to the ring for our main event. Buffer, he buffs.
All over the place.
He states that Nash is known for his signature move and his ignore the pain attitude. Completely forgetting that this guy no-showed an event because he picked up his groceries too fast.
He had an owie. He had a grocery owie.
Nash looked dazed.
Oh yeah,
when he walked out.
And
he's doing a gimmick where
is he?
Oh, he's all fucked from the thing.
Yeah, I guess, but like he wasn't limping that bad. He was like physically okay. He just looked spaced out.
I don't know about his headspace at this point, but they do go on. Maybe that was just a great excuse.
Yeah, maybe.
They go on to say, like, he's here against his doctor's orders. He's got broken ribs and a wonky knee. I don't know if he used the word wonky. But yeah, he's here. He's doing it because he wants to prove himself.
I know. It's bad. It's all bad.
And then here's Macho Man with 3 pretty good-looking chicks.
I always like watching. Like, I mean, anytime Macho does an entrance now, that's the best part.
It's like a combined 18.
Yep.
Out of 70. But it's like a reverse scale.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's like golf.
It's like a top 18 instead of like, here you go.
It's like a roundabout thing. It's like it goes into the negatives a little bit.
Yeah.
And then loops around.
Out of the 3, you're picking Gorgeous George, by the way.
Of course.
We're all picking.
Oh yeah, of course.
Although Molly Holly.
Yeah, Molly Holly, she's.
I think that's everybody's second.
Medusa looks a little China.
This was a few years ago. Yeah. Medusa, maybe.
Yeah, Medusa used to look good.
Yeah, she did.
She actually looks pretty good now too. This is a weird time.
Yeah. She's very bimbo-esque here.
That doesn't fit her.
No, it's not her look.
No.
This is what she actively fought against doing, and now she's just like,
fuck it. I would like to.
Kids bigger. Go out there and hang out with Macho.
I would like to work.
Yeah, please. I don't think I can ever go back to the WWE.
And since this was a thread throughout the night, and we were all really waiting with bated breath, the top rope elbow drop has been unbanned. It is legal
because Nash is stupid.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hi, what are you doing?
Slow start. These two just kind of trade moves back and forth.
Yep.
They eventually brawl the outside. Macho goes back in, and we just get the ladies start healing it up. Medusa just starts kicking Macho, or kicking Nash. Starts kicking Nash on the ribs. Pretty vicious. Those are some stiff kicks.
Medusa knows what she's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What else happens in this fucking match?
Not much. It was surprisingly short, but I mean,
that's pretty much it.
It really is.
They move for move. Nash never stays down very long. He's not selling everything too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Macho and his ladies heal it up. Molly Holly hits a real sick missile drop kick off the top rope.
She's always been able to do that. Yeah,
that looked great.
In fact, no, she did the Molly go round in the Rumble. But I mean, she's great.
Nash gets the upper hand eventually. Oh, anything before we head to the finish on this one?
No.
I guess?
No, I'm excited to talk about the finish though.
Nash gets the upper hand, goes for the jackknife. Before he can pin him, the ladies just bum rush the ring. They're like, "Hey, attack him!" And they start attacking Nash.
Yeah, like they're like, "Go get him, girls!" And Gorgeous George is the first one in, just jumps on his back, which he does that spot a lot when a girl jumps on his back and he just kind of whips her down. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, boy, he took it to her.
She almost popped out of that one.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she fixed it afterwards.
I paused the rewound. I was like, frame. Enhance.
Enhance.
Why isn't it getting any clearer? And then we get the big run-in, the big pop of the night, the big point of all this. Sid Vicious.
Oh man,
shows up.
Good.
One of my absolute favorites.
I'm so thrilled because I really like him. I thought you guys were going to yell at me.
No, I love Sid when he was in the first time I saw him, 1991ish when he was in the WWF. That was actually I did not know him before that. Sid Justice, he came in.
Sid Justice,
and I was such a huge fan of his because he was big and he had this I thought his interviews, while sometimes they're fucking stupid, he always was very intimidating and I think he spoke really well.
We're live, pal.
Yeah, we're live, pal. Oh shit, but. I love me some Sid. I love everything about Sid Vicious. I love his fucking that he used a squeegee once as a weapon. I love that he stabbed Arn Anderson with scissors. I love that he plays softball and like misses shows because of that. Just everything about Sid Vicious is amazing.
Awesome.
I'm so happy to have him.
I really like him too.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Sid. What I've seen, I like. I love his infamously bad promos.
Yes, yeah, that's why I like it. They're intense but bad.
The dude's such like he's such an imposing figure. Like he actually, as much as this is something that Greg loves, dude looks like a great.
Looks like a fucking wrestler.
Yep, right. And the powerbomb is sick.
Yeah. So he just sort of takes Scott Hall's place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He clotheslines or big boots Nash for the DQ. Now we get the DQ.
Yep.
Picks Nash up for a pretty sick powerbomb.
Oh yeah.
Nash wins via DQ, but we got Sid Vicious here.
Yeah.
For the first time in about 2 years.
Crowd goes wild too. We didn't talk about the crowd very much, but
and that at the time was a huge deal because nobody had seen him in a long since he left WWF. Basically,
he was in ECW for not even a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
He stole 2 creamers and then bounced.
Yeah, softball season started.
Yeah,
yeah. That's the thing with him. He would like miss dates because he was playing like in a adult softball league and like really obsessed over it.
That's my kind of wrestler. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel like you and Sid will get along very well.
I'm sure we would.
So that's it for the Great American Bash. Do you guys have any final thoughts on this one?
Wait, just quickly, as Macho's walking out, like of the ring, he's playing hurt real good, and then I think Nash like says something to him, and he tries to go back to the ring, like, but it's like he's still really hurt. So he's like, even though he's hurt, he just can't take it. He has to go back and confront him.
Yeah.
Macho's acting in this like scene was surprisingly good. Like it actually worked as an actor would.
Right.
Commendations.
I saw that in a different way. I thought that happened when they said, "And still your WCW champion, Kevin Nash." I thought he turned around and did like a no, like he doesn't understand how wrestling works.
Oh, well, I thought it was like he couldn't stand to hear that. He's like, no, fuck it. I don't care if I'm hurt. I want to go fight him again. And Sid Vicious and his girls were like, no, man, another day.
Right. Well, I mean, this is the birth of Team Madness, which doesn't last for very long. People, I think, forget about that. Like, this is only for like 2 to 3 months. This kicks around. But man, this pairing of like Sid, Macho, and then the 3 girls, it's just dynamite. I really enjoyed this.
This is what Macho needs.
Yeah,
he needs someone to wrestle for him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
He can just get on the mic, have his ladies around, and have Sid Vicious fuck people up.
And I love Sid in the ring because Sid wrestles the way you would imagine a guy that size would wrestle, which is like boots to the face, clobbering punches, and then that power bomb which just knocks you right out.
Oh yeah.
So
hi.
Yeah. I didn't totally hate this pay-per-view. It wasn't great, but it was punctuated by some really good stuff.
There was so many infamous / famous moments that I did. Like, I was looking forward to this one because I knew Sid showed up in this one, and I remembered, I remember bits and pieces of this. So I was very. There was some crap. Let's not sugarcoat. There was absolutely some shit, some really lows. But like, it was significant enough where I was excited to watch this pay-per-view, and I was happy to see it all again.
Yeah.
The weird thing about this is, I mean, there are 2 things that I usually harp on with these types of shows. One, I mean, the overbooking is everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is another. I didn't do the math on this one, but there are 3 matches in here that go over 10 minutes. Everything in here is sub 10 minutes.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I think, like, if I'm gonna have to sit through the Cat versus Horace Hogan, you know what?
Better make it short.
Yeah.
That's for 6 minutes. But I mean, we're back to. I don't understand why these people are on pay-per-view. Why? Who are these people, and why are they here?
Right. If you're not gonna, are they they're not the best talent they have. I guess,
No.
Right?
I mean, like I said, we talked about this. Chris Jericho's on roster. Booker T's on roster.
But Jericho's here. Booker's here. Scott Steiner's here, and he just did this in the back.
Right.
I don't like Malenko, but people do, and he's fucking better than Horace Hogan.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said about Dean Malenko.
Yeah. Well, again, this is Dean Malenko. And this is Horace Hogan. Like, that's really saying something about you, Horace.
I just feel like at this
stupid fuck.
At this point, I just feel like almost beaten down about these things. It's like I'm just going to complain about him every fucking show until we're starting to see a little bit of the cracks coming through here of the real insanity and craziness.
Yeah.
But I feel less like it's, eat your vegetables before you have your dessert, and it's more like, eat these pennies, and then I'll make you eat some nickels, and then you know what? Maybe you want to eat some pennies again.
Here's a string bean.
then you can have some vegetables.
JK, it's a quarter.
It's just a real rusty penny.
I cut edges into it.
Go down smooth.
Take that, you fucking Horace Hogan motherfucker.
So yeah, let's say for Sid Vicious showing up.
Yeah, I can't tell you how excited I am for Sid though. I've always liked him. I think he's a fun character.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I like he's going to do this Millennium Man gimmick in a while, which is really fun, where he starts trying to beat Goldberg's record and of that streak, but he counts wins as just him powerbombing people. So he just powerbombs people backstage, like, that's one. So like that's really fun to me.
Hey, buddy.
It occurs to me this is like the exact opposite of a lot of the shows we've reviewed in the past, where it's like the first half of the show is awesome.
Right. Yeah.
The first half of this show is shit.
Very rarely.
The second, well, the last two two out of the last. There's some good stuff in here at the end.
Yeah. Very rarely do we have like an ending, maybe that like the Kevin Green match, where we actually are happy at the end. Like, oh, that main event was like kind of cool. So
yeah, the Kevin Green match was great.
That was good.
You even had an X-Pac in it.
All right, so let's go through our closing discussion. Match of the night, MVP, Shining Light, WCWTF moment of the night.
Oh boy. All right. Match of the night, huh?
That Triad versus Benoit and Saturn.
Yeah. No brainer.
Yep.
Tag match. MVP. I actually went with the WCW production team because I like. Despite the fact there's a ton of video packages tonight, you at least kind of understood what was going on for most of them.
Well, that's true. You did.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna go with Canyon for my MVP.
MVP of the night. Yeah, Canyon, for sure.
He was so good.
So impressed. That's the first match I've seen him in, like really seen him.
It's amazing to think he and Mortis were the same guy.
Yeah, oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Shining Light. I know what you guys are gonna say.
Shining Light. Do you?
No, probably not then.
I mean, Sting got bit by a dog. That was pretty wonderful.
You know what? I'm gonna just in terms of me being so excited, motherfucking Sid. Like I love seeing him. His debut is my Shining Light.
Hey, that's good. Go that way.
Yeah, bring it to me.
One more time on that. Sorry.
Okay, this Sid showing up is such a big deal for me, and I take so much joy out of that. I was just remember like when I first saw him come up, I popped. Sid, he's my Shining Light. I can't wait to see more.
I'm pretty hyped Sting got bit by a dog. I think I want more of that.
More dog biting?
More stupid shit.
Oh, strap yourself in.
I had Tenay and Bobby interrupting Tony.
That was funny.
Sure. And, of course, the WCWTF moment of the night, hands down, was release the dogs. Like, I mean,
No way.
that is exactly what I always thought when we discussed the WCWTF moment of the night. Is what the fuck? It is WCW.
Yeah.
It is almost the perfect WCWTF moment.
I'll agree. I think the dogs. Not that it was. It's the whole idea is like you have to look at this thing. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. That's very what the fuck is going on. So
it's a little out of left field. I think I'm gonna say the entrance of Conan and Ray.
The gas mask.
Oh yeah, that
the
was
gas mask are super weird. Conan's promo is super weird, and then Ray's inability to say fucking anything. Fuck. Rap is not crap. It is crap. Fuck. We're gonna get you.
I'm gonna
Ray blink.
I'm
Blink,
gonna
Ray.
take you out. I'm a do egg milk, cereal. Oh shit!
No. Eddie!
Hey, what's my line?
My hand.
Protect yourself. I'm cutting a promo.
My hand is lying again.
Maybe good Lucha Woo just can't ever cut a fucking promo. Like,
Are we sure it wasn't Ray under that?
oh my god.
That make a lot of sense.
He's knocked out Kalisto.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm Kalisto now.
Kalisto wakes up, sees Stevie Ray. Where the fuck are we? Is this a Thunder Closet?
We're not supposed to talk in the closet.
Eric's going to be mad.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
Hi.
You won't do that.
So next time on the
Oh, he did it.
Next time on the WCWTF podcast, it's our third Effie Award.
Yes. Oh, those are always good episodes.
The Effies are fun because I don't have to be serious at all.
No.
That's our awards ceremony where we talk about the year that we've just reviewed, from Bash at the Beach to Great American Bash, and give out some fun awards.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually a good time. I'm excited. We'll all be in tuxes.
Right. Exactly.
Do, 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 do.
Actually, it should be right around that time, too, which will be interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when's the Hall of Fame? When the fuck's WrestleMania?
Early April.
So,
Oh,
before
well,
that, then.
Yeah.
close. More prestigious, more illustrious, more watched than the Hall of Fame WCWTF Effies.
We're talking about the TNA Hall of Fame, right?
Right.
Oh,
Oh man.
That booth at Applebee's.
I must say that Applebee's booth is like even more deserted now. Fucking Gail Kim there.
Guys, we ever gonna get those breadsticks?
We're splitting this?
I'm meeting the Dudley boys here.
Yeah.
So,
They're on their way. They're only 3 years behind.
Man, so the Dudleys and Jeff Jarrett are going in. It's like that's two out of that's like the booth. My God, who else can go in? Earl Hebner.
oh man, that's gonna be that'll be a posthumous one.
Yeah. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Who's the head ref now? Lil Nate?
Probably.
Yeah, that makes most sense. So we will be announcing our nominees on idiotswithmics.com the next couple days.
Yep.
Check it out there.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this on the website, you'll probably already see the nominees have been up at the same time. So check those out. Hit us up on Twitter and vote for your favorites. We will probably not take them into consideration.
I will.
No, you won't.
Not. I did a little not joke there.
I see.
You guys remember Borat?
Nope.
Classic Borat.
I remember Wayne's World.
I consider myself like a modern day Borat.
Mm-hmm.
We're so close to finishing this.
Is nice.
I don't get it.
Come on, Cash.
King of the Castle. I have a chair. Again.
Give me your tears, Gypsy.
Because it's a sequel.
Borat 2. Now Greg is Borat.
The chairing
It's just me verbatim doing Borat again.
on your couch.
Oh my God.
Not even going anywhere.
That'd be a great video.
You be Pamela Anderson in this scene.
Done.
No, don't act it. Just tell people what happens in Borat.
Yeah.
The length.
Did
of
I tell
Borat.
you about Home Alone? Did I tell you this about this?
You know you're in for a riveting story when you start with, did I tell you about Home Alone?
We have this kid who comes into work, and he is
A customer.
a customer.
Okay,
He's like very high functioning. I don't think he's like mentally challenged at all, but there's definitely like something to him. Like he does not understand subtlety or jokes
Okay.
or like anything like that. So he was making it. He thinks he's funny. He's like trying to be a comedian. So he made a joke. He said some line. What was it? Keep the change, you filthy animal. And I was like, oh man, that's kind of harsh. And he's like, no, it's from a movie. I'm like, what movie? He said, Home Alone. I said, Home Alone? What's that about?
God, Greg.
He then took the next 45 minutes to explain Home Alone to me. And I just was not having it. I was like, so what? Wait a minute. This is about a neglected child who captures people in his basement and tortures them?
What kind of movie are you watching?
What? I'm like, Seth, what's wrong with you, man? What's this movie rated? He's like, PG. I'm like, PG? He's like, yeah, it's a kid's movie. I'm like, they let kids watch this shit? My favorite part of all time. This is at like the 40-minute mark. He's like, yeah, and it's a Christmas movie. I'm like, a fucking Christmas movie? My Christ would never condone this.
Oh, God.
He didn't get it at all. He didn't get it at all. And at one point, another customer chimed in.
Really?
And also started, right. He's like, yeah, Macaulay Culkin's in it. I'm like, the crackhead?
They let a crackhead torture people?
Yeah, I'm like, actually, that kind of makes sense. Like, Macaulay Culkin these days looks pretty haggard. I can see him torturing people. He's like, no, he's a kid. I'm like, what the fuck?
He was doing crack as a kid?
It was one of the best moments of my entire life. Just having people, just lots of people, explain to me Home Alone.
That is...
Oh.
You know, if anybody else told me that story, I wouldn't believe it. But, like, because it's you, it just falls right into your wheelhouse.
And he kept telling me that the name of the mafia movie was Angels with Dirty Wings. And I'm like, they put a fucking porno in the middle of this? They put a porno in a Christmas movie? It's like, no, it's a mafia movie. I'm like, it's mafia-themed porno? Wonderful.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so if anybody wants a 45-minute rendition of Home Alone, I'll put you in touch with him.
Well, that being said, that's it. That's all for us here. Oh my God, I can't even think now.
That is amazing.
With that being said, that's all for us here at the WCWTF podcast, the WCWTF podcast. I've been your host, the man of 1,004 names, Tyrell Justice. Find me on Twitter at 1,004 names. Wherever you listen to us, please rate and review us. If you like what we do, consider checking out our Patreon, patreon.com/WCWTF podcast, where we have exclusive podcast and some fun little incentives over there. So check it out.
Yeah, I actually have a different request.
Ooh, nice.
Tell your friends.
Spread the word.
Yeah, like I've found so many podcasts just from other people recommending them to me. So if you like this, tell a friend.
Yep. This is Megastar Mark. You can follow me at Megastar Mark. And do us a favor, go ahead and follow us at WCWTF Podcast on Twitter. It's a great, great way to spend your day. You're going to find weird pictures that I find when I'm watching Nitro episodes. You'll love it. It's really good. And you know what? Like Greg was saying, if you're on Twitter, go ahead, tell a friend. Hey, give these guys a follow. They're really funny.
Yeah, Trump follows us today.
Yeah.
So, you could be presidential like us. I'm Killer Greg. You can find me at KillerGreg17 on Twitter. As you can see above me, that's Mark. Oh, shit, that's still Mark. Hey, there I am. And you can find us on Twitch, www.twitch.com/idiotswithmics. Ty and I stream every Tuesday. We will be streaming BioShock 2 next week. And you can also find us on YouTube. Just search up WCWTF. You can also search Idiots with Mics. I think you'll find us there. That's it.
Effies.
Oh, man, I'm hyped
Lined
for
up.
the
I am
Effies.
too.
Next time we got the Effies, and then we're going into year 4?
Yeah, right.
Season 4.
Man, piling through. This is the year.
Thank God.
Season 4.
It's
the
I feel like
Russo.
this is what we've been working for.
Yeah, it is. This is the Russo era.
We're getting there.
Yep.
Cool.
So again, thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes.
Tell your friends, tell your loved ones. Have a great night, and shave off both your eyebrows. That's the new trend. That's gonna be the next one.
The kids do.
Shave your eyebrows.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tide Pods and eyebrows.